NHS is launching what is being hailed as a new era in medical research. 11 centres are opening across the country which will analyse the DNA of tens of thousands of patients. It's hoped the information will produce drugs that are more closely tailored to individual needs. 2 household waste recycling centres earmarked for closure are being kept open in Hertfordshire following public consultation. Iain Duncan reports.
After feedback from residents, the Hoddesdon and Elstree recycling sites, which were due to be closed, will stay open. All 17 recycling centres will be open 5 days a week, including Saturdays, Sundays and Mondays, but will be shut on 2 of the quieter days during the week. Buntingford Centre will remain open 7 days a week and continue to operate at reduced hours. The changes are being implemented by contractor Amy Sespar as part of savings of £6 million over the next 8 years.
Residents in Brooklyn, New York have been holding a candlelight vigil for the 2 police officers shot dead on Saturday. Civic leaders have called for peace and flags are at half-mast. Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams visited a makeshift memorial at the site of the slayings and paid tribute to the officers.
Our entire community is mourning the loss of 2 of New York City police officers. But they were more than just police officers. They were someone's son, they were a husband, and they were a dad.
Hackers have infiltrated South Korea's nuclear power provider and posted schematics of nuclear reactors and private personal records online. It's not clear whether the same group that attacked Sony Pictures is responsible. A survey of British businesses has revealed that half are planning to create jobs next year. The poll by the CBI and Accenture shows that job creation will be spread across the UK. In the Premier League, Martin Skrtel was Liverpool's hero. He scored their equaliser deep into extra time as they drew 2-2 at home to Arsenal. And the weather, it will be a mild, windy and mostly cloudy day with highs of 12 Celsius. That's 54 in Fahrenheit. Get the latest news and sport online at bbc.co.uk/3 counties.
Opening the doors on the biggest advent calendar in beds, hearts and bucks.
Ho, ho, ho.
Let's see who's behind door number 3. Justin Dealey.
The best way for me to spend Christmas Day is to be around friends and family, but...
Whoa. What? How the hell is Dealey more popular than me?
Yeah, because we've been waiting for you thinking...
Yeah, it turns out I was on the 7th of December.
Wow, that's really low down.
That is 11 lower than Preva, 12 lower than Scoins, 10 lower than Scoins. That is outrageous. Well, let's hear Dealey's bullshine.
The highlight of Christmas Day, and this is really sad, but the highlight for me is the Coronation Street special, because it always kicks off and it's much better than EastEnders.
Building up to Christmas. Only 3 days to go with BBC 3 Counties Radio.
Morning, guys. Iain Lee, BBC 3 Counties Radio. Potholes in Milton Keynes. Lights going out all over Luton. And just what have the WI done to cause such controversy over their naked calendar? None of that is appearing on today's show.
Or ever.
Ever.
Well, it might.
Across beds, hearts and bucks.
None of that nonsense today.
BBC 3 Counties Radio.
None of that nonsense today. Today, it's all about good old doing as little as you can and still taking home the Benjamins. Isn't it?
Yes.
Catherine's in my studio. Kelly's over there.
Good morning.
That's it. That's all we've got.
Well, no, we've got these.
Some CDs.
CDs.
Here's the thing. Remind me to never I sold CDs and albums ever again, because I was going through my CD collection last night. Every CD I went for had gone. I've got rid of all my Spark CDs.
I think I'm an example of someone who needed to have a clear out about 1995.
I'm furious. I'm never getting... Yes, I got 300 quid, but what did that 300 quid go on? A good night. About 3 hours of a good night. That's what it went on. Am I happy? I was then, very, but I don't even remember it. Oh. I don't even remember it. So I'm never getting... Here's a tip. Never get rid of CDs or albums, even if your wife is giving you evil stares and tutting and leaving notes saying you should get rid of those CDs and...
What, even if it's another level's Bomb Diggy?
Get rid of Bomb Diggy.
Bomb Diggy's good.
Bomb Diggy?
Bomb Diggy's quite good.
Sing it.
Bomb Diggy Bomb.
Whose CD is that?
Mine.
Right, mine is. I've got two piles of CDs. One pile has a Japanese girl band. The other pile has a North London country and western band. Her CDs.
I've got all
at the
sorts.
top, it's Bomb Diggy and Khalees.
And Chaz and Dave.
A CD off.
We're having a CD off.
I'm excited.
This is from the days when I used to work in commercial radio, and I was down with the kids.
No, this is
Yeah,
the days
Bob
you
Diggy.
used to work in commercial radio, and there was a room where you could go and steal CDs.
Yeah.
I've worked in commercial. That's what happens. You go in there and you steal CDs.
And what a theft that was. Bob Diggy, another level.
You really need to learn to steal a little bit better. Let's start off gently, and then kind of, by the end we're going to be at the end we'll be playing The Prodigy, for goodness sakes.
Sunday morning, turning on my deck again. Bobby Gentry whispering in my ear again. Whenever the sun comes breaking across my room again, I'll think of you, your eyes, the sky blue, and I think now I'm gradually learning. I think now I'm gradually learning every day. Well, I couldn't think and I couldn't talk. I couldn't walk and I could not crawl. I couldn't do anything at all. I couldn't focus on a flat white wall. But now I see so clearly everything I missed before. Now I've got you to see the world through. And I think now I'm gradually learning every day. I think now I'm gradually learning every day. Thanks to you. 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 Being late is better than never. 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 I'm here forever and ever, and I think now gradually learning every day. I think now gradually learning every day. Thanks to you. 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 I think I'm gradually learning. 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 Thanks to you. Thanks to you.
Andy, do you have any doors in your house and any windows?
Thanks to
What do you travel in? Which transport? Hello, Andy. Do you know Father Christmas. How do you get out of your building thing? Like Lady Gaga. What do you travel in? Which transport? How do you get in the other programme, Andy? How did you get to be so famous? Morning, cameras. Hello, Shuki.
There's no more Fanny.
08459 455 555. It's open doors today. Not open doors, that's tomorrow. It's open phone lines, though. We're not literally... We've got a few things to talk about. We've got a story about Milton Keynes Council. We'll do that in a bit. And we'll go through the papers.
It's more exciting than that. It's not a story about Milton Keynes Council.
No! But speaking of open doors, I've been turned on to the programme Early Doors,
Yeah.
which you'd seen, and I'd never seen before.
I virtually lived it.
2003, Craig Cash. It's kind of like the Royal Family, but it's set in a pub.
Yeah.
And not a lot happens. It's brilliant. It reminds me of the Detectorists. In that, it's kind of a slow, gentle. There are more gags in it. Than
It makes the
Detectorists,
Royal
but-
Family look quite slapstick.
But it's brilliant. I did the whole of Series 1. I had to restrain myself from saying Season 1 then. I did the whole of Series 1 last week, and I'm 2 episodes into Series 2 last night. Oh, it's good. It's very funny.
There's that bit where he's offended because he doesn't want smoking in there or something.
Oh, I've not got to that bit yet. Spoiler alert.
Oh,
Spoiler
well,
alert,
it's not really
thanks.
a spoiler, it's a moment.
Thanks, guys.
The faces are brilliant in it, though, aren't they?
The episode last night, the old coppers, were skinning up a joint in the kitchen because they'd just done a drugs raid, and they go into this pub and they have like a cheeky beer. Whoever's driving has a Coke, the other one has a Scotch and a beer, and then they're drinking this, and then they pull out the hash that they've just nicked off this fella, and he starts rolling one up, and the landlord's eyes, he's like, "What are you doing?" We won't nick you, we're the police. It's brilliant. Early Doors, you can get it. It's like about £1 for the DVDs on Amazon. As is, I've ordered this. Nighty Night. Do you remember Nighty Night?
Yes.
With Julia Davis.
I used to love that.
I
She
did.
was terrifying, wasn't she, in that?
Yeah, I didn't watch all of it. I kind of dipped in and out. Angus Dayton was good.
She did a lot of talking like that.
I remember once she was wearing leather chaps.
Yeah.
You could Angus Dayton. Now there's a hit people that should be on TV more, right? 3 Gentlemen.
But he did it first, didn't he? He did the scandal when you could have a scandal and then you would never be seen again. These days, you have a scandal, you go, and I'm a celebrity, you're massive.
He was just on the cusp.
Yeah.
Just on the cusp of that transformation, drugs and sex. Frank Boff, Angus Dayton, John Leslie. Isn't it time we forgave those guys and let them come back? Isn't it? Isn't it? None of them... John Leslie wasn't found guilty,
No,
though. I
he
think
wasn't
accused of horrible shenanigans. And he was good, John Leslie. Big fella, about 6'5".
He's a tall man.
Yeah, he's a tall man. He's a Scottish
I
man.
can't forgive him for bringing Abby Titmus into the equation.
Oh, Abby Titmus. Nearly went out of there.
Well, if I'd have waited long enough, I could have...
Travel news for beds, cards and bugs.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
In Luton on Dunstable Road, there's a lane closed there for gas mains works going on at Browning Road, so that could cause some problems throughout the day today. In High Wycombe, the A40 Oxford Road's moving well at the moment in both directions through the roadworks at Temple Street. In Milton Keynes, having a look at the cameras on the A421 Standing Way, that's moving well as well, but there are roadworks around the Kingston roundabout, so expect delays there later on. And just having a look at the speed sensors on the A413, that's looking quite slow as it goes through Wendover towards northbound towards Aylesbury at the moment. That's looking a little slow. No reports of any problems, though, on the trains. Samantha Breath, BBC Three Counties Radio.
Thank you, Samantha. 6:16. It is Monday, the 22nd of December. I'm Iain Lee. These are your headlines on BBC Three Counties Radio. Abuse survivors and child protection experts welcome plans from the Home Secretary for a rethink of the inquiry that's been set up to investigate historical child abuse. A survey of British businesses has revealed that half are planning to create new jobs in 2015. And the weather.
BBC Three Counties Radio. If you've missed any of the programmes from the last week, you've missed things like this.
You are an absolute disgrace, and I think you should be ashamed of the opinions that you hold and the things you do.
But there is a way you can hear it all again.
This is her own words. Would you promote homosexuality if that child wanted to be gay? And I said no.
bbc.co.uk/Three Counties Radio, allowing you to listen to what you missed.
Children know that killing a baby is wrong.
The JVS Show.
I don't mean to be rude, Andy, but I would have great concerns when you spend most of your life standing outside abortion clinics being nasty to women who are making perhaps the most difficult decision they've ever had to make.
bbc.co.uk/Three Counties Radio. Call 08459 455 555.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
Where?
I think there might be a swear in it.
Are the lyrics in there?
Hang on.
Because we can just...
Yeah.
Flip it.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
You see, Kels? You know, I know. I've got songs here that got swearing in.
Yeah, here it is. I can see it coming, though. Maybe we can talk over it.
Do you want to ride the fader? Let me see. Where?
Oh, there's a couple.
Right, OK. Well,
no, hang on. Do it.
No, I'm not going to do it because...
Would you like me to get you a radio-friendly version of that song?
Yeah.
OK.
Sorry, guys.
Unbelievable.
I forgot. It's been a while. Have you forgotten that?
What happened to Kate Nash?
She was
still
good, Kate
around.
Nash, wasn't she?
She swore too much, obviously. I really liked her. We'll have it in a minute. Hang on.
08459.
I have this one.
Oh, OK. We go
What's it called
swearing.
again?
Foundations.
Oh, that's it.
Play number 4.
Now, does this lady swear?
Diana Ross.
Well, if she's getting...
at airports.
Yeah, if she's getting frisked at the airport by security, then she'll let rip.
It's people. Let's talk to each other.
want to say a big thank you to the fans, to my family, to my team.
I call the Shadow Chancellor Mr. Ed Balls. I believe... Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. That, I believe, is a gay anthem. It's a gay anthem, isn't it?
Understandably so, with a lyric.
Well, I thought it was I'm Coming Up.
Coming out.
Oh, do you know...
Oh, the penny drops.
Oh, I get it. I thought it was I'm Coming Up. I thought, what are the gays coming up for? They're coming out. Why is it called... Here's a question for you guys. 08459 455 5. You can just call up at anything. If you want to have a chat, you want to... Whatever, you do whatever you want. Why is it called Coming Out of the Closet? Why are there so many gays in gay closets, not cupboards? But why? What's that all about? Are they hiding it? Are they having sex with another man and then that man's wife comes home and they have to hide in the closet?
Isn't it a psychological thing if you're closeted?
That was the chair?
That was my knee.
Oh, God, your knee sounds...
Listen.
Blimey, mate, you want to get that? You want to get some oil on that? I don't know, is it?
Because I had a friend who said, oh, he's so far in the closet, he's in Narnia.
Blimey, with that lamppost.
You weren't wrong, though.
No, but I don't get it. Hey, who as a kid tried to climb in their parents' wardrobe to try and...
Everyone.
Go through to Narnia, but then when it didn't work, thought, I'll try again later.
Yeah.
And then went back for, like, the next month, just trying to...
because it didn't always work, did it?
Didn't always work. That was the cunning thing, you see.
I also tried to push my wall back, a la Time Bandits.
Yeah. I did that.
I also tried to make my wings come out by jumping off the stairs.
The way you phrased it the other day was you would put yourself in peril.
Yeah, jeopardy.
That was it, to do
I
that.
I jumped off high things. My granddad told me I could be a fairy when I grew up. I took him at his word. I found my shoulder blades one day and thought, aha, wing buds. All I need to do is endanger my life just to the right extent, and out they will come.
I've mentioned this programme before, Big John, Little John, and it was about a gentleman that would turn into a boy or vice versa. And if he couldn't... Sometimes it would happen if he drank loads of water, so I would drink loads of water to try and turn into an adult. Guys?
And then one day you did?
Well, I just weed a lot. Just weeing all the time. God, I was weeing all last night, like, pretty much.
Were you trying to be Big John again?
No, but I was weeing, and then I turned the light on this morning. I don't think I'd gone anywhere near the toilet. It was all over the shop.
What?
Seriously, the floor was covered in urine. I'm exaggerating slightly.
Did you actually go to your bathroom?
I got close. This is a drunken favourite of gentlemen, is weeing in the wardrobe.
Yeah, or my friend on the clean laundry. So his wife got wise to it and just started putting his stuff on top.
We all know that Tony Fisher weed on a friend's VHS video recorder back in the day. In the slot! In the slot!
Couldn't have been a top loader.
My friend Simon, who you met, weed on his nads. Really expensive sound system that he bought at college. He weed all over it. He'd had it for about a week and he weed all over it. Can you believe that?
Simon.
Your wee stories, it's seasonal. We all like a wee at Christmas.
Seasonal.
We all like a wee at Christmas, don't we? 08459 455 555 is the telephone number. We've not even looked at... Is there anything in the papers?
There was something I saw over the weekend that I thought we must talk about.
Oh, yeah, go on.
And if we were planning to do any work today, we would have definitely phoned someone up about this.
Yeah.
So if anyone's listening, phone us up.
Yeah, that's how it works.
08459 455
That's how it works.
This is according to the Mail...
The bad guys always phone us up, yes. That's how it works.
Sometimes they do.
Yeah.
Usually by accident. Sometimes they think they're calling a cab. This was in the Mail Online over the weekend, and it caught my eye. One, because it was a really sad story, and then I went, oh, Milton Keynes. A distraught elderly couple... This is the Mail Online's words. A distraught elderly couple are facing the Christmas apart because of a box-ticking social worker's refusal to let them spend it in the same nursing home. Rafael O'Guerra, who is 84, and his wife Isabel, 70, have been told they must be separated after more than 50 years of marriage because of council protocol.
Milton Keynes Council. Milton Keynes Council.
This is according to the Mail.
According to the Mail.
Mr. Guerra, a retired hotelier, had been living in sheltered housing next to the nursing home that looks after his wife who suffers from dementia. But after a stroke in October, he now needs round-the-clock care and cannot leave his hospital bed to see her. Doctors recommended that Mr. Guerra join his wife in her home, but social workers say he must go to an assessment centre for around 6 weeks instead. Look, you know, I don't think we should be demonising the social workers here if that's what's happened.
A little bit of humanity, though, guys, isn't it? A little bit of humanity.
Despite the fact he can't walk, dress himself or visit the bathroom, Milton Keynes Council maintained that his needs may not meet the current criteria for a place. The Guerra's 49-year-old daughter Stephanie, a psychotherapist, said Mum and Dad desperately want to be together. They've been soulmates all their lives. I don't know how long either of them have left, so every week that passes is precious. Dad's become very depressed. Mum is missing him, and even asked if he's dead. It's heartbreaking.
Oh, guys, come on. Well, listen, Milton Keynes Council, come on and tell us that the Daily Mail has got that horrifically wrong, please. Kath's doing her sad face and everything.
I am, because this resonates with me. I remember at one time my grandparents were in the same hospital, but no one had told them, because they didn't want to set the other one back.
Oh, man.
And you take that responsibility on as a family member, saying...
What are the name of these people?
They're called the Guerras.
The Guerras. Well, maybe you're a family member and you can give us a call and let us know, or you know them. 08459 455 555. Oh, coming up, I've got a great email to read.
Travel news for beds, cards and bugs.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
In Luton on the A505 Dunstable Road, there is a lane closed there at Browning Road. That's for emergency gas works going on there. Also having a look at the speed sensors, and Birdsfoot Lane looks quite slow on the approach to the A6 from Nuneath Lane. On the M25 anti-clockwise, that's moving very well at the moment between junction 21 for the M1 and 20 for Kings Langley, but it is starting to get heavy around the M25 junction 21A roundabout. On the train, Southern are suspended at the moment between Milton Keynes and Clapham Junction, and that's because of a staff shortage at the moment. Samantha Bruff, BBC Three Counties Radio.
Across beds, hearts and bugs.
This is BBC Three Counties Radio.
It's 6:30 with the headlines. I'm Barry Caffrey. Abuse survivors and child protection experts have welcomed signs from the Home Secretary that she intends to scrap the inquiry into child sex abuse in its current form. In a letter to Theresa May, they're arguing for a tougher approach with the power to compel witnesses to give evidence. Hackers have targeted South Korea's nuclear power industry. Diagrams of reactors have been posted online. It's not clear whether the culprits are the same group that attacked into Sony Pictures. Residents in Brooklyn, New York have been holding a candlelight vigil for the 2 police officers shot dead on Saturday. Civic leaders have called for peace and flags are at half-mast. Motorists should benefit from fewer roadworks over the festive period, as many schemes are being completed or suspended by the Highways Agency. But some traffic cones will have to remain in place for safety reasons, including on the M1 Junction 10A project at Luton. A total of 219 schemes will be in place over the holiday season. Tributes are being paid to the actress Billie Whitelaw, who has died at the age of 82. She was best known for her work with the playwright Samuel Beckett, who called her a perfect actress whose performances were miraculous. London and the weather forecast: it will be a mild, windy and mostly cloudy day today with highs of 12 Celsius. That's 54 in Fahrenheit.
Three Counties Sports.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
In the Premier League, Martin Skrtel was Liverpool's hero. He scored their equaliser deep into extra time as they drew 2-2 at home to Arsenal. The Gunners manager Arsene Wenger was left frustrated that his side didn't get all 3 points.
It was maybe a fair result, the 2-2, but of course we are disappointed to give a goal away with a free header on a corner with 2 minutes to go. That was very disappointing, but overall it was a very intense game. We played a little bit with a handbrake in the first half. In the second half it was much better, but overall we should have won this game in the end, but Liverpool played well.
Ali McCoist has left his position as Rangers manager, and the Scottish Championship club say he is now on gardening leave. McCoist handed in his resignation earlier this month and had started his 12-month notice period. MK Dons manager Carl Robinson described their 7-0 win over Oldham on Saturday as sensational. Ahead of their Boxing Day trip to Notts County, Robinson says it was a great early Christmas present.
We knew today would be a massive challenge, but to go into the Christmas period, and I'm so happy for our fans. I'm sure Christmas would be a lot happier, and they can certainly celebrate. And I think it's important that we make sure that we keep doing the right things.
Watford remain in 6th place in the Championship after their 1-0 win at Reading. Wycombe Wanderers remain top of League 2 after their draw at Accrington Stanley. They now prepare for Luton Town on Boxing Day, who warmed up for that match with a 3-0 win over Newport. The Hatters are up to 3rd. Stevenage are 13th after their win over Exeter. And in rugby union, Wasps beat London Irish by 48 points to 16 in their first match at Coventry's Ricoh Arena. Wasps fly half Andy Good scored an individual league record 33 points in the match. That's the sports news. I'm back with a full bulletin at 7 o'clock.
Call 08459 455 555.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
We're talking about very little. We just spoke about that family Milton Keynes. We'll mention that again a little bit later on. But we brought up... I don't know how we got onto this subject of things you tried to do when you were younger.
Yeah.
You tried to fly.
Yeah.
Mark in Bletchley Towers.
Oh, I know how. In the closet.
Oh,
Narnia.
yeah.
Started out with Narnia.
That was it. Started out with homosexuals. So many things do these days. Back in the early 1970s, said Mark, I used to try and... No, I love this. I used to try and find rifts in time on various chain link fencing. Never did find any, though.
There's still time.
Because of the series Time Slip, probably before you was born. I'm aware of it. I used to try and find portals to other dimensions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I did all that nonsense.
I used to look for ghosts. We did some ghost busting.
Angus Deaton's in Waterloo Road on the BBC.
Good.
Good for him. More Frank Boff, more John Leslie, please. More phone calls from you guys. 08459 455 555. Can I play? This is brilliant, right? If I got the right song, there was this act called the Trachtenberg Family Slideshow Players, right? I interviewed them a few times. They were nuts, and it was like a mum and a dad, and
a dad that looked like Scoinsy.
Dad that looks like young Scoins, and their daughter who was about 8 at the time, and she would play drums. And they would go to they're American, they'd go to yard sales and boot sales and things, and they'd buy slides, like old collections of slides. They'd go home, they'd look at the slides, and then they'd write a song about the slides. It was flipping brilliant. They got a bit above themselves towards the end, but this is my favourite song of theirs. Have a listen to this.
A very fine man. He is so well-rounded, and he'd like to see the world before it ever started. Getting off this plane before we both departed on a mountain trip to old Japan, 1959. Classic cars on a mountain slope, bound to do some driving to the railroad tracks. You better get back, people are arriving, so we'll set these colorful chairs up to allow for seating. Mahogany Lake Chalet is what you're reading on a mountain trip to old Japan, 1959. Take a plane into the ocean, plane into the plane. We like death, yes we do. Going to see the graveyard and the hanging too. It could have been you if a foot was on the other shoe. 'Cause raising Cocker Spaniel puppies is rewarding. Better get on board, this boat will soon be boarding. For a mountain trip to old Japan, 1959. Death will come in a matter of time. They're being backed up by the military line with a bag on his head. He will soon be dead. It must have been for something he said, 'cause public execution can be so degrading. Better get it over with. The old ladies are waiting
All together now.
for their mountain trip to old Japan. 1950 mountain trip. He's a very fine man. 1950 mountain trip to old Japan. 1950 mountain trip. He's a very fine man. 1950 raising Cocker Spaniel puppies is outrageous. Better check for kennel cough, 'cause I hear you might catch it on a mountain trip to old Japan. 1950 mountain trip. He's a very fine man. 1950 mountain trip to old Japan. 1950 mountain trip. He's a very fine man. 1959.
Wow.
And if you're good boys and girls, I might play Eggs by them later.
Do you know what added to it for me? I could read the notes.
You saw the
The
pictures.
sleeve notes showed the pictures, and they literally were what you were being told about there.
You're right, Kels?
Yeah.
Yes. We're not even 45 minutes into the show, and we've either lost all of the listeners or we've blown their tiny little minds.
We've done to radio what Kim Kardashian's bottom did to Twitter.
Made it dirty. We should probably... Is there anything in the paper?
Let's have a look. Well, it's Helen Flanagan's having a baby.
Hey!
In a bikini. And
Flanny.
she really needs to get a more supportive bra for those puppies, because they are going to be working dogs soon.
Yeah. She won't let her baby sup from those bad boys.
The baby is, yeah.
The women like that, and by that I mean models. You can't let a child suckle, can you? Because then you go...
I like the way you're referring to me.
Well, no, OK. Women, models, cannot let babies suckle.
Giselle did.
Who?
Giselle Bundchen.
I have no... Giselle Bundchen, you literally just put letters together.
She is beautiful, and she does.
Giselle Bundchen.
Yeah.
That sounds like some kind of German...
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Some kind of Brazilian
Hey.
of German extraction.
OK.
The very finest kind.
I don't understand why we pay so much money to women who look nice and men who look nice.
Because they don't look nice for that long, so you've got to make it worth their while.
Yeah, I know, but why do we pay that money to, I don't know, nurses or teachers?
Right, here you go. You brought me onto something that I was musing over the weekend.
Oh.
A friend of mine has a little boy who's pretty handy on the football pitch, and when I say little, he is 6.
Yeah. Also, I'm getting texts. Sorry. Go on, you carry on.
He is being, sort of sniffed around by quite a big club, football club.
Yeah. Oh, really?
They're going to make a decision.
Manchester United?
No. No, I'm not going to say.
The Arsenal?
No, I'm not going to say.
The Tottenhams?
I'm not going to say.
OK.
Anyway, just...
by the way, Kelly, we had a complaint about... this is genuine.
Typing.
We had a complaint about noisy typing last week. So if you could just, I don't know, tie tissue to your fingers, just to make it a little bit gentler, because we did genuinely have a complaint.
But I really need to send this email to confirm UB40 to call in tomorrow.
Sorry, what?
Jimmy, the drummer of UB40, is going to ring in and wish us a reggae Christmas.
Oh, we want.
He's going to ring in and do what?
Wish us a reggae Christmas.
Morning, folks.
Oh, you set off the reggae Christmas alarm.
We wish you a reggae Christmas. We wish you a reggae Christmas. We wish you a reggae Christmas and a reggae New Year.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about. I'm going to sit back.
You were working it.
I was.
There was no reason, there was no need for you to turn around and pick up that coin at that moment in time. So
anyway, he's been approached
by Chelsea.
No, well, call it what you will.
So it was Chelsea.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Anyway, so they are going to make a decision on his future as a footballer.
Yeah. How old is he?
6.
What?
They're going to make a decision within the next few months.
How is that?
So by the age of 7, he will either be on the football precipice
or he'll be on the scrap heap.
Or on the scrap heap.
Flipping heck. That's outrageous. How can they... I mean, I know nothing about football, but at the age of 7, do they really display that much talent?
What I'm thinking is that they must look at them like specimens.
Yeah,
so he's got, so he's got all the physical attributes necessary, and they could probably mould it. No, but he's probably got a little bit of. Apparently, he's a bit of a nasty tackler.
Oh.
But apparently, he must have the right. They must look at him like dogs.
Yeah.
Right temperament, long muscles, or whatever kind of muscles you need to be a footballer. And can kick a ball. And then the rest will come with training.
Here's my plan, okay? And I'm aware that this name might need a little bit of work.
Go on.
I want to start up the EFL, the English Football League.
Why?
No foreigners.
Why?
Because they are... I know it's emotional. They're ruining the game. They're ruining the game.
What, like Pele?
They're ruining that wee lad's chances of making it as a superstar in the EFL.
No, not really.
And they're also killing our chances in the World Cup. And this is true. This is not me being... There are too many foreigners over here playing football for our English teams. And you know that makes sense. Can we get Dealey on before the news at 7? Because he will agree with this.
Yeah, but I can
Too many foreigners killing the English game. I'm right, aren't I, Paul?
No.
Sorry?
No, free competition, isn't it?
We need to get better. Don't start bringing everyone else out of the equation to make us look better. Be better.
There's too many foreigners, Paul. How are our English lads going to get a chance at a game? It's like you got Arsene Wenger. Boy, you'd change your name. Arsene Wenger manages Arsenal. That's 2.
Yeah, but he's French, so
but exactly. So he stood there, right? He's picking the team. He'll go, I love the Frenchman. Oh, I don't know any of their names. The German and the English ones are like the fat kids at school. They're kind of pick me, sir. They never get picked, Paul.
No, well, it's the foreign chaps who are fit, isn't it? The English ones spend so much time in front of their Xboxes, etc. They just couldn't run 100 yards.
You learn tactics on FIFA. Paul, listen, another thought we've called in for. I want to give you a fair crack of the whip, so stay there.
Travel news for beds, cards and bugs.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
On the A1 Great North Road, that's moving well at the moment through the roadworks on the Black Cat roundabout, but that could get busy as we get into the morning rush hour time. In Telfont St Peter on the A413 Amersham Road, there's roadworks going on at Misbourne Avenue, so that also might get busy later on, but not looking too bad at the moment looking at the speed sensors. On the motorways on the M25 anti-clockwise, it's moving really well at the moment between junction 21 for the M1 and 20 for Kings Langley, and looking at the cameras, no problem showing up on the M1 or the A1M either. On the trains though, southern services are suspended between Milton Keynes Central and Clapham Junction. Tickets being accepted on London Midland, Overground and Underground services instead. And don't forget, there's more online at bbc.co.uk/travel. Samantha Breath, BBC Three Counties Radio.
Thank you, Samantha. 6:46. It's Monday, the 22nd of December. I'm Iain Lee. These are your headlines on BBC Three Counties Radio. Abuse survivors and child protection experts have welcomed plans from the Home Secretary for a rethink of the inquiry that's been set up to investigate historical child abuse. And a survey of British businesses has revealed that half are planning to create new jobs in 2015. I don't understand that. That's like a made-up statistic. Let me read that again. It contains no meat.
No, and they don't have to follow it up, do they?
A survey of British businesses has revealed that half are planning to create new jobs in 2015. Well, that could mean like one job, and it means they're planning to create a job, but you say they don't have to follow through. I don't understand. Maybe Georgina understands it.
Beds, hearts and bucks weather.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
Sorry, I only caught the last bit, so I don't know what I'm supposed to understand.
Don't worry, Georgina. It's a fool's errand. What's happening with the weather? I bet it's cold and windy, yeah?
Not really cold, no, actually. Very mild, but yes, definitely windy. A pretty overcast day today, the odd spot of drizzle around, and temperatures reaching about 13 degrees Celsius. Now, we should be looking at highs of about 8 or 9, so certainly not cold. Tonight, cloudy and drizzly at times, more of that wind. In fact, the drizzle becomes more prevalent towards the morning, with lows of 9 degrees. That's above where it should be for the daytime highs. And tomorrow, a mainly cloudy day, bits of pieces of drizzle around. There may just be the odd brighter spell. That's not going to be the case for everybody, and highs of 12 degrees Celsius. We've then got some light rain overnight, and that continues into the morning on Wednesday, and it's going to be pretty gusty as well. But by the afternoon, it's starting to clear, and then Christmas Day is looking very different. A frosty start, much brighter as well. Certainly cooler, but probably quite pleasant if you're wrapped up warm enough. And then Boxing Day, we return to that wet, windy, mild weather. And that's your latest forecast.
Opening the doors on the biggest advent calendar in beds, hearts and bucks. Let's see who's behind door number 17.
Hello, I'm Paul Scoynes, the political reporter. I suppose my favourite Christmas memory is back from the early 80s when I was a few years old, and it was one of those Christmases where it used to snow. We'd been given sledges, my brother and I, for Christmas, and we went to Campbell Park in Milton Keynes and spent the mornings going up and down, and it was just a lovely morning spent with our brand new sledges.
Building up to Christmas, only 8 days to go with BBC Three Counties Radio. Across beds, hearts and bucks.
This is Iain Lee.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
Is this, Boyle?
Panpipe moods.
Lovely, fantastic. Paul's in Bletchley. Morning, Paul.
Oh, morning, Ian.
We're backed by panpipes.
Right,
which can be quite painful. Oh! What have you got for us, Paul?
Well, I wondered if the listeners ever do this when you're in the queue to go into IKEA or Asda or places like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember what they call it, but I mean IKEA. When you could make up four words, i.e. IKEA. I came up with intelligent kangaroos eat apples.
Good one. Yeah.
Yeah, or Asda after sunset, don't argue.
Oh.
I mean, well, a bit silly, but Tesco's. Tesco stumped me because you've got the S and the C close together.
Well, I can think of 2 words.
Okay.
Not child-friendly words, though.
Okay, yeah. Take extra sugar, coffee only, I come up with. I don't know, but...
Well, that's a good one. I know someone who's good with words. Justin.
Yes.
Justin?
Is this a real phone call?
Yeah, this is a real phone call. It's Paul. Wow. Say hello to Paul in Bletchley.
Yeah, morning, Justin.
How are you, Paul?
Morning, Justin. I always think of your name. I think of just in time, then I remember your name, you see. So
I think you've got too much time on your hands there, Paul.
Well, I'm 69 or 96. I'm not sure which way round it is, but...
So every time you go into a shop, you think, I wonder what these letters could stand for.
Yeah, well, when you're in the queue for a few minutes waiting for the traffic to shift, your brain, I don't know, you do it I sometimes do it on car number plates, just sort of trying to sort of distract you from the, the frustration of queuing.
BP?
Sorry?
BP?
Right, well, no, I don't know. I'll have to think about that one.
Post office?
No, there's a name for this thing, isn't there?
You're not as good as you think, are you?
Oh, no, I have to. Well, at my age, I have to be given time to think about these things.
River is land.
Sorry?
River is land.
God, that's a long one. You need short names like Asda or IKEA or something like that, don't you, really, to make it? I mean, mind you,
I've got one. The bank.
The bank?
The bank.
Yeah.
No, that's not it. TSB.
Yeah, TSB. Totally smelly... Oh, no, hang on a minute. Terribly small balls.
Bank.
Justin, can you do one for Tesco?
No, not for Tesco, no.
Oh, no. Why? Could you do one for any?
Well...
by the way, listen, we're not being fair on Justin. He looks as rough as bums today.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Tell everyone she's coming out.
Okay. I was just still there.
Yeah, whatever, love. The boys are talking. Justin, tell first of all, we had the Christmas party on Friday.
Yep.
I saw you midday on Saturday. You looked awful then.
Yep.
You got to bed about 7:30?
Yeah, we had an after-show
in the morning.
party. Then the after-show party in the lobby, as R. Kelly said in the tune Ignition. 7:30 in the morning. Came into work on Saturday, presented a fantastic show. I was on top form, got through it. And then I thought, do you know what? I'm going to start early.
Yeah.
So I went to the football straight after my show, had a beer there, and then went down to Ali Pali for the darts. I was surrounded by men dressed up as meerkats, as sailors, as flamingos.
Were you on the boring tables?
No, I was in the stands chanting at the people on those tables. They were boring, just consumed more and more pints, got home about 2 o'clock in the morning and thought, yeah, Merry Christmas.
Well, you look absolutely awful this morning, mate.
Cheers, thanks.
You got the eyes of a dead man.
Well, you know, these things, every now and again, it's nice to feel ugly.
Paul, what were you trying to say?
No, sorry. I was just, since Justice on, just a couple of records I've not heard for ages. Do you remember Tommy Bruce singing Ain't Misbehaving in a very gravelly voice? Wonderful record. And also Melanie Safka, or Melanie as we know her, singing Ruby Tuesday. I used to love that record.
I don't know the second tune, but the first one, funny you should mention that, because I was planning a show for next weekend, and that's one of the tunes I've actually got on my list. You must have special powers.
Well, Paul has got special
powers. We'll give you Justin's phone number, you can discuss.
Now, Dealey, come on, you know this makes sense. The EFL, the English Football League.
Yep, totally.
We only have English players.
Yeah, totally.
Thank you.
You know what? When I was a kid and I first started going to football, it was absolutely brilliant because it was just English players, English managers, and the vibe was good. It was real.
But isn't that like putting all the slow kids in one class? You need to put a couple of people in there to generate a little bit of competition.
Let me tell you the problem. The problem is too many foreigners have come into this country. And hang on.
I would normally interrupt you, but I know where he's going. Go on, fella.
Too many foreigners have come in to play football, and they are the creme de la creme, if you like. So we are paying top wages for those players, which means that the fans now, a lot of people that I know that went week in, week out for decades, they can't afford to go to the football because of the foreigners.
Because of Thierry Henry.
Yes. People like that.
Exactly.
Hey, listen, don't blame the player, blame the game.
Well,
they're just going to take the money they're offered.
Yeah, no, well, he's blaming the game.
Blame the people who are paying them those wages, not the footballers. They just want to play. They just want to play.
Are you listening to Dealey? It's very rarely I stick up with him because most of the time he talks out of his backside and he talks rubbish. But today he's speaking sense, and by that I mean he agrees with me. The English Football League, you might have problems with the EDL trying to muscle in on it, but do you know what? We'll sort those. They can come. As long as there's no trouble, they can come.
If I took it to the streets and spoke to real football fans, people who understand football,
you got it, brother.
I'm telling you, they would back you 100%.
Justin, speak to you later.
Take care, boss.
Cheers, my dears. Let's have a bit of this, shall we?
I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else but not for me. Love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. Disappointing, haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace. Doubt in my mind, I'm in love, and I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Seems the more I gave, the less I got. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I needed sunshine, I got rain. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, and I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried.
I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, and I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I saw her face, and now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, I'm a believer, and I'm a
Travel news for beds, cards and bugs.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
Having a look at the speed sensors into St Albans, it's looking a little bit slow on Sandridge Road from Sandringham Crescent towards St Peter's Street. Elsewhere, having a look at the A1 Great North Road, that's moving fine at the moment around the Black Cat roundabout, but that could cause some delays later on with roadworks being in place there. Elsewhere, in High Wycombe on Marlow Hill, there's temporary lights in place at Marlow Road, so that could cause some delays later on, but not looking too bad at the moment. And on the motorways, the M25 is moving well between junction 21 for the M1 and 20 for Kings Langley. No reports of any problems on the M1 or the A1M either. Samantha Bruff, BBC Three Counties Radio.
Thank you, Samantha. Someone was just trying to call us. We missed you. Kathy? Kelly's gone to make... oh, God, I can't remember anybody's names this morning. Kelly's gone to make coffee. This is why I'm struggling. Kelly's gone to make coffee and Catherine's gone next door. So, if you call back, we can call you now. Flipping it, that was Albert, wasn't it? 08459 455 555. It's open phone lines this morning. You can call in about anything. We're talking about English football. We're talking about this couple that have been separated at Christmas. But really, I mean, if you just want to phone up and have a chat, you know, you're more than welcome to. Shows this week, very, very relaxed. Not like the normal shows we do. We'll be playing music as well throughout the morning. We haven't even looked at the papers yet. Blimey. 08459 455 555. Keep calling, we will get to you eventually. Let's get the news. Here's Barry.
Local and vocal across beds, hearts and bucks.
This is BBC Three Counties Radio.
It's 7 o'clock, I'm Barry Caffrey. The headlines: more powerful inquiry to take place to investigate historical child abuse. Police appeal for witnesses after Kempston lollipop lady injured on last day of term. And hackers have infiltrated South Korea's nuclear power provider.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
Dozens of child abuse victims and child protection experts have welcomed signs that the Home Secretary is planning to scrap the panel of experts conducting the public inquiry into allegations of historical abuse. In a letter to Theresa May, they say a new inquiry team should be given legal powers to compel witnesses to attend. Our Home Affairs correspondent Tom Simons reports.
The Home Secretary has already decided the child abuse inquiry needs tougher powers. It's now likely that when the structure of the inquiry is redesigned next year, the panel of independent experts she appointed will be dissolved. Abuse survivors say they no longer have faith in the inquiry or the panel, and a fresh start is needed. Around 60 people, including those who've suffered abuse, social workers, counsellors and academics, have signed a letter to the Home Secretary saying the rethink will put the inquiry on a firm footing.
Motorists should benefit from fewer roadworks over the festive period, as many schemes are being completed or suspended by the Highways Agency. But some traffic cones will have to remain in place for safety reasons, including on the M1 Junction 10A project at Luton. A total of 219 schemes will be in place over the holiday season, up from 172 last year. A lollipop lady has been taken to Addenbrooke's Hospital with multiple injuries after being hit by a car on the last day of term. It happened as pupils were leaving Bedford Road Lower School in Kempston for the Christmas holidays. The woman is thought to be in her 70s and police are appealing for witnesses. A study by the Labour Party has found that 3/4 of councils in England are turning off or dimming streetlights late at night. Councils say the move is a result of the need to make savings following cuts in government funding. The Shadow Secretary for Local Government and Communities, Hilary Benn, says councils should look at using cheaper lighting.
It doesn't help us when we're walking home late at night if the streets are dark. It's not really good for motorists, particularly when it's raining. And councils obviously want to save money, but the good ones, like in Salford, and also in Bedfordshire, they've been investing in LED lighting because the energy running costs are much, much lower.
Hackers have infiltrated South Korea's nuclear power provider and posted schematics of nuclear reactors and private personal records online. It's not clear whether the same group that attacked Sony Pictures is responsible. A survey of British businesses has revealed that half are planning to create new jobs in 2015. The poll by the CBI and Accenture shows that job creation will be spread across the UK. In the Premier League, Martin Skrtel was Liverpool's hero. He scored their equaliser deep into extra time as they drew 2-2 at home to Arsenal. And the weather, it will be a mild, windy and mostly cloudy day. Highs of 12 Celsius, that's 54 in Fahrenheit. Get the latest news and sport online at bbc.co.uk/3 counties.
Opening the doors on the biggest advent calendar in beds, hearts and bucks. Let's see who's behind door number 3. Justin Dealey.
The best way for me to spend Christmas Day is to be around friends and family, but also for me, the highlight of Christmas Day, and this is really sad, but the highlight for me is the Coronation Street special because it always kicks off and it's much better than EastEnders.
Building up to Christmas. Only 3 days to go with BBC Three Counties Radio. Across beds, hearts and bucks.
This is Iain Lee.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
I've got to write a letter of apology.
Uh-oh, what have you done now?
I didn't turn up to the wedding.
What wedding?
Elton and David's yesterday.
Were you not there?
We were all invited.
I didn't notice you weren't there.
Yeah, everyone was invited.
I was too busy talking to Lulu and who's the tax dodger? Barlow.
Hurley and Williams obviously missing me in the pictures here.
Williams follows me on Twitter.
Yeah, a bit of David Beckham.
Yeah.
Good for those guys. Anyway, sorry I couldn't be there. I'll send you some flowers.
You don't bring me flowers, you don't sing me love songs, you hardly talk to me anymore when I come through the door at the end of the day.
They've only just got married.
You're supposed to come in then, you're supposed to be Barbara Streisand.
Oh, right.
I remember when you used to hate to leave me, couldn't wait to love me, after loving me late at night, when it feels so good and you're feeling alright. Just roll over and you turn out the light.
Basically, what she's saying is he's had it away. Imagine Neil Diamond, Barbara Streisand having it away. He finishes. Night, Babs. Turns over.
No cuddles.
No cuddles for Babs. I bet she's annoying.
A lot of men aren't into cuddling, though, are
I bet she's annoying, Kels. Bet Babs is well annoying.
She's probably...
Diamond's a man, Babs is an annoying woman.
She's a woman who knows what she wants and isn't afraid to ask for it.
Well, no, she demands it.
Exactly. You sound like you've got personal experience.
I don't want to talk about me and Barbara Streisand.
What did she do?
I'm not telling you. Ian's up a mountain. Good morning, Iain.
I am up a mountain. It sounds like it. When I rang in, I was completely at a standstill, but now I'm driving again. But I am hands-free.
All right, mate. Don't show off.
Yeah.
Well, what would you like to say, Iain?
Well, why don't, for just a change, Catherine and Kelly move into your studio and you answer the phone, and therefore we can speak directly to you personally, so we don't have to do it on the air. We can do it, one-to-one.
How do we break this to him?
Go on.
Iain, it's a radio programme. It's not a dialing Iain. He does that personally on the side, and he'll say what you want for a decent price.
Yes, sir. You've been a naughty boy.
We can get that one-to-one feeling of Iain and talk about things, one-to-one with him.
Go on then, talk to me. There's literally no one listening right now, so talk to me one-to-one.
Well, I haven't got beef with Catherine, by the way, Catherine. I didn't have beef with you last week.
Oh, you were the one sending the emails about her picking rubbish music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just noticed the niggles, Iain. I noticed.
So, he doesn't like the music you pick. There was another stroppy email he sent in about you. There was 2. And he doesn't want to talk to you. But he hasn't got beef with you.
Do you know what I think?
Go on.
He's got a little thing about me.
Yee. Have you got a little thing about her?
No, it's Kelly Morton.
Oh, dearie
Oh, see,
me.
again, pwned.
Dearie me. Kelly.
Thanks, Iain.
You're welcome. Speaking of welcomes, here's someone we never give a warm welcome to, but let's put a big hand on his entrance. No, give him a warm hand on his entrance. Let's touch his bum. It's Dennis in Dunstable.
Good morning, all the crew up.
Good morning, Grandad Dennis.
Good morning,
Good morning, great Grandad Dennis.
Yes, great Grandad Dennis, yes. Looking forward to Christmas, looking to see the...
Let's hope you make it, Dennis.
Sorry?
Nothing.
I did make it, yes.
Well, you haven't made it yet. There's still 3 days to go, so fingers crossed.
I know. Well, I've got everything else crossed as well, and it's very awkward walking about.
You should get that... anyway, what you got for us?
Well, I'll say about football, I could never understand the fascination of watching 22 healthy young men chasing a ball of wind round the field.
Oh, when you put it like that.
I went to an old boys' school where we had to have sport, and I hated it. I'm not a sports fan at all.
No.
And
Do you know
as
what
far
I really
as I'm
like?
concerned, you get a better picture on the television than you do sitting there in the cold.
Yeah.
You sit at home, watch it, the beer's handy, and you can fall out of the chair when you're finished. But honestly, I just don't understand it.
Do you know what I really like, Dennis?
What?
Spanish football.
Spanish
All those
football.
tight, what do you call them, uniforms? Tight.
Yes. Well, that's all right. But I learnt very early on not to bother about boys. I went after the girls very early in life. I realised there were two sorts in the world. The hairy ones chasing the football and then pretty ones. Which
chasing the footballers.
Some of the ones chasing the footballers are quite hairy.
No. Well,
why? Here's the thing, Dennis.
Yes.
Why do women have to shave their legs and shave their armpits?
I don't know, but I've
It's
never
weird,
been
isn't
out.
it?
I wouldn't know because I've never been out with a hairy woman.
Well, because they shave their legs and they shave their armpits.
Well, yeah, not the bits I chased wouldn't.
Thank you very much indeed. Why do women have to? Why has society perverted our image of what's natural to such an extent that women have to shave their armpits and shave their legs? And if they don't, then we think that's disgusting and weird.
Because it's all about youth.
Yeah.
So being, youthful and almost prepubescent. But it's also about being the antithesis of a man, isn't it? So you can't have, more whiskery chin than your boyfriend.
But the face, yeah, definitely. I mean, you could do a bit of work on the Tash, but it's the armpits. Sorry, that was.
It's been Movember.
Okay, but the armpits. What's that all about? I don't like a woman with armpits. Oh, hairy armpits. I like a woman with armpits. That would be weird. I don't like a woman with hairy armpits or hairy legs because I have been conditioned not to like that. But it's natural.
In the olden days, you wouldn't have thought about it.
How
You'd be thinking about the paleness of their skin. In the olden days, do you know the Victorians used to draw veins? Listen,
what?
I'm teaching you something here.
Hello, mate.
Victorian women used to draw veins on the side of their temples.
Why?
Because it would show the translucency.
You ask it.
The whiteness and the translucency of their skin was deemed attractive.
You weren't allowed to get tans then?
No, because that would make you a peasant.
Yeah. So,
Oh, because you'd be outside so much.
Yeah, you'd be out in the fields. So a lady would always have a parasol if she went outside. But she would be, the fineness and the fairness of her skin was a really sought after thing.
When we see...
I have no idea that you were born in those times.
If only I were, I would have been a lot more successful.
When we see things like Downton Abbey and stuff, didn't they all have wooden teeth in those days?
Not wooden teeth, no.
When did they have wooden teeth?
I think that's more Edwardian times.
Well, what year is that? What time in the calendar is that?
I don't know. I'm thinking 1700s is not Edwardian.
So when is Downton Abbey set then?
Isn't that during the time of the king? Isn't the war on?
I haven't got a clue. I don't watch it. It's rubbish.
I don't watch it either.
Should we have a song?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I had this friend who followed behind me, watching my heels and stepping in time. Soon he grew up and still he watched, listening for signals, saluting with pride and stepping in time. Keeping his vows, watching his mouth, eating his words and stepping in time. He tagged along and I was proud. Didn't do no harm, saving my place when we stood in line. He wasn't cool, but he was there. I was his idol, and he didn't dare to step out of line. Bow to my whim, come go and stay, but don't get in my way for stepping in time. You, where did you go? Always was a friend to me. You would do anything for me. Me and my shadow, bird and small. Slamming my door closed and walked through my hall. Me and my soapbox laughing aloud. Ignored his goodbye and never asked why. He's come and go, I know it's true. Waiting for to someone that you never knew. You can't lose your mind. Keeping my pride, I lost my friend. True to my precepts and true to the end. I'm waiting in line. Keeping my vows, watching my mouth, eating my words and stepping in time. You, where did you go? Always was a friend to me. You never asked anything of me. Me and my shadow, bird and spawn, slamming my door closed and walking my home. Me on my soapbox, laughing a laugh, ignored us goodbye and never asked why. Years come and go, I know it's true. Waiting for someone that you never knew. You can't lose your mind. Keeping my pride, I lost my friend. True to my precepts and true to the end. I'm waiting in line. Keeping my vows, watching my mouth, eating my words and slipping in time. Keeping my vows, watching my mouth, eating my words and slipping in time.
I love that. Tia and Cara.
And this is a thing you bought just on the basis of the cover?
When my dad died, I went nuts, as most people do. But it was kind of a controlled nuts, and I just spent a fortune on CDs and DVDs. And I found this great website. Was it Cherry Records? Revola. And they just released all these obscure records from the 60s and 70s. And I just went through going, like the look of that one, like the cover on that one, I like the name of that one, and just bought them. Some of them were rubbish, and then some of them were masterpieces like this. T and Cara, not Tia, T and Cara.
I can see why you like this one.
T-double-E.
It's two kind of very 70s types.
Yeah.
Hipsters, I guess, in those days.
Yeah.
Sitting in the gutter eating a sandwich.
It's a lazy cover, and it's a brilliant album, and it sold about 7 copies, guys. 08459 455 555. We'll have another look at this, the couple that are being separated after 50 years of marriage. And also, we need more English football players, don't we?
Travel news for beds, cards and bugs.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
Having a look at the trains first, and Southern services are suspended from Milton Keynes to all stations to central Clapham Junction. That's because of a staff shortage expected all day, but tickets are being accepted on London Midland and London Overground and Underground services. Having a look at the roads in Luton and on the A505 Dunstable Road, there is a lane closed there at Browning Road for gas mains works going on today, and also looking quite busy on Birdsfoot Lane towards the A6 from Nunney Lane on the speed sensors. On the motorways further afield, the M1 southbound between Junction 15 from Northampton and the Newport Pagnell services, as the lane blocked because of an accident there, so that's causing queues at the moment. Samantha Bruff, BBC Three Counties Radio.
Thank you, Samantha. 7:15, Monday the 22nd of December. It's quite a relaxed show this morning. You're more than welcome to take part. 08459 455 555. These are your headlines. Medical experts say a pioneering project to analyse patients' DNA could transform the way cancer and other diseases are treated. And dozens of child abuse victims, social workers and child protection experts have urged the Home Secretary to change the structure of the public inquiry into allegations of historical abuse.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
Hello, this is Caroline Barker. 2015 is set to be a momentous year of news and sport. From the general election to the Ashes, the Rugby World Cup to Wimbledon. You'll get it all in crystal clear quality with a digital radio. So why not treat someone you love to a digital radio this Christmas? They'll enjoy all the BBC stations, plus get 5 extra national BBC stations, including 5 live sports extra. Get set for the biggest breaking news and the best live sport in 2015 with a digital radio.
If you love radio, give digital. To find out more, search online for BBC Digital Radio.
I don't get sexy Santas. There's nothing sexy about the image of Father Christmas, a fat old man who probably can't even see his toes. Imagine how sweaty and stinky Father Christmas must be. He's old, he's bearded, he wears the same clothes all the time. So then to try and convert that image into one of sexual arousal by making a shorter version and putting it on women, no thank you.
But they do that with all sorts of outfits, like you can get a builder.
You can't get a sexy builder.
You can get a sexy builder outfit. If you can think of an outfit that a man would wear.
There was that video.
There's a female
Was
version.
it Sam Pritz?
If you want.
Was it Sam Pritz?
If you want.
The pop video where it's the women with...
It's all very groiny.
Yeah. No, the video where they're using...
Yeah.
But you can't
Pneumatic
hear that.
drill.
That's the fella. I knew there was a shorter way of saying it. But you can't hear the noise because the music's playing over it, and they're sexy builders.
Yeah. They'd never get any work done, not in those clothes.
I don't like the bum crack.
I don't either.
On men or women. I
Well-
really find it... Sorry, why are you looking down at me? I'm not exposing, so I've got a T-shirt on.
You often do.
That's a bonus for you.
Sometimes your jeans just are a bit too slack when you bend over.
Let that be a lesson to you. Let that be a lesson to you. I just know sexy Santas. No, there's something wrong about it. Here's something. The sexy
You prefer an
schoolgirl
elf?
thing.
The schoolgirl thing is wrong, I think.
The school disco nights where it's women dressed as... You've been there, have you?
Yeah.
You're mouthing to me.
I've been there, but I kind of thought it was school, like proper school.
Did you dress up?
Yeah, I did.
Got any pictures?
But listen, I dressed up like I dressed up when I went to school, so it was all very proper. I had a tie on, I had a prefect badge. I was the only one.
I bet you had a skirt below your knee. Oh.
No, I used to roll it up. But I kind of went in school uniform. It was quite handy at the start because I could always find my mates because we were all wearing the same jumpers. Because we went to the same school. But towards the end of the night, it got a little bit hot.
Yeah.
And I wasn't the only one who'd, I'd not arrived like that, but it looked like the end of term by the time we left. There were ties round heads.
Hey.
The shirts had been ripped or, tied in a little Britney
gosh.
Spears style.
Actually, I'm starting to get it.
Yeah.
Jack.
Hello.
What do you reckon? Sexy Santas?
No, thank you.
You're welcome. What you got for us, Jack?
The groiny video.
Yes.
Was Eric Pritz.
Eric
Pritz. And what was the name of the song?
Call on Me.
No, that was Keep Fit.
No, that was the groiny one, yeah.
No, what was the... No, because there was one where it's a woman who had a leotard right up her jacksie.
That was Call on Me.
That was Call on Me.
Yeah. And the sexy builders was Benny Benassi, and the song was Satisfaction.
Benny Benassi!
Wasn't it horrible? The song was rubbish.
I didn't hear the song. I had the telly turned down when I was watching that.
Oh, it was horrible. And that's just made it more horrible.
Pop videos these days, Jack, they are like soft porn films, aren't they?
Not even soft, some of them.
Well, no, hard porn films involves... No, you haven't. But they're like pornos, aren't they, Jack?
They are, but I think back in the early noughties, the dance music was the dance music videos were as bad, if not worse.
Do you know who I blame? Pan's people.
Yeah.
They started the groiny thing. Even now, if my mum and her sisters have had a few, it gets quite pelvic on the dance floor, and it's Pan's people. Pan's people, hot gossip, all that.
Oh, hot gossip were the worst for that kind of stuff. Here's the thing, for anybody under the age of 35, right? Back in the 70s... Is that you?
Yeah.
Shut up, Jack. You sound older than me.
26.
Get out of here!
Yeah.
Blimey. Well, for people like you, in the 70s and the early 80s, before the invention of the pop video, if Top of the Pops couldn't get the artist into the studio to mime or sing along or mime their song, they would get Pan's people with these group of 8 female sexy dancers. Babs was one of them, wasn't she?
Yeah, Babs was one. Was she the one that was married to Robert Powell?
Yeah, why not?
An actor.
And they would choreograph really literal interpretations of the song. So if it was I Shot the Sheriff, it would be...
they'd be wearing cowboy outfits.
They'd be wearing cowboy outfits and they'd mime shooting... someone would have a sheriff's badge.
One of them would be locked up behind bars.
Yeah, they'd be doing that. There's the famous one, the Gilbert O'Sullivan song, Get Down, Get Down, Get Down. And it's them telling off dogs. And there's loads of dogs sat there and they're wagging their fingers at the dogs. That's what they're doing. You don't know you're born, Jack. You don't know you're born. And all the dads would be interested in Top of the Pops because of Pan's people. Hot Gossip, they were on the Kenny Everett show, weren't they? And they wore, like, basques.
But wasn't Arlene Phillips something to do with Pan's people? Wasn't she? Or was she Hot Gossip?
I think she was Hot Gossip. I think. She was a bit... Arlene Phillips was a bit naughty back in the day.
Yeah, as was everybody.
Yeah, she was a very naughty lady. I like Arlene.
Our generation didn't invent this stuff, Been going on.
I've met Arlene a few times and she is a very...
I like watching you two.
Sorry, why?
I feel like I'm watching telly and I'm learning so much.
Arlene Phillips, I've met her, and she is a very, very naughty lady. Let's just leave it at that.
With a voice like Sue from Sooty and Sweep.
We should get Arlene on one day. I like Arlene. I'm sure she'd come on. Tony's in Milton Keynes. Morning, Tony.
Good morning.
Arlene Phillips, eh?
Who?
Yeah, naughty lady.
Who is?
Arlene Phillips, eh?
You talking about Kelly?
Naughty lady.
No, Naughty Kelly.
Naughty Kelly.
Kelly, you're getting a lot of play today.
Hey, naughty Kelly.
She's got a voice that'll melt whatever it is on a man that melts.
Bums?
Bums. Bum melts.
Anyway, happy winter solstice for yesterday.
Oh, thank you very much indeed. Well, you know what I have to say in return to that, don't you?
What is that? Morning, folks.
You going to join in, Tone? Here we go.
No.
We wish you a reggae Christmas. We wish you a reggae Christmas. We wish you a reggae Christmas and a reggae New Year.
Oh, dear.
And then we all sit down.
I'm an atheist. I'm a pagan.
Do you,
you don't believe in reggae?
We're all going for it. You got there first. Well done.
You should have seen me running naked round Linford Wood last night with all the other pagans.
Really?
You were doing what, fella?
Running naked round Linford Wood, celebrating with the other pagans for winter solstice.
Flipping heck, it was cold last night, Tony. Are you mad?
Well, no, this time they had a restriction on that. We had to wear a bit of a modesty thing to stop us...
So no button mushrooms?
And we had to wear a
in the
holly
picnic.
leaf.
You had to wear what?
A holly leaf.
Over your doodah?
Yeah, but I couldn't find one small enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very... Were you actually doing that, Tony?
Yes.
You deviant.
In the summer.
Are you anti-religious deviant?
I am anti-religious, yes. It doesn't mean I'm an atheist, though, not really.
Well, no, I didn't say that. I called you a deviant. And I noticed you didn't dispute that word. How many of you were there naked in the woods?
About 8.
All men?
No.
I mean, what was the man-to-woman quotient?
Well, one woman was 86.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, dear.
Isn't it weird that he does that but wouldn't join in with Reggae Christmas?
Isn't that weird, Tony?
Weird.
Yeah, good stuff. By the way, false teeth.
Yes.
It's a myth, because there is one person who's attributed to having wooden false teeth, and that was George Washington.
Yeah.
But he didn't. But it was even more bizarre. He had teeth cut from either hippopotamuses or ivory.
Yeah.
Or the most terrible thing was he owned slaves and he bought the teeth from them.
I've heard that, and I've heard that they used to do that in the French Revolution as well.
Yeah. So, hang on.
Oh, Tony.
Hang on. I'm sitting back now because I just slipped out a bit.
Oh, you horrible, horrible man.
Sometime in the morning, a simple thought may occur to you, and you hold her and tell her all the things you never
We wish you a reggae Christmas, quick.
shown me things I never thought I could see. I didn't know it could be done so easily. Now I know your word is for me. Sometime in the evening, you're sitting there by the fireside, and she'll touch you, and you realize how much you never knew before, how much you couldn't see. You didn't know it could be done so easily. Now you know she's all a girl could be. Now in her childlike eyes, you see the beauty there. You know it was always there, and you need no longer wear a disguise. Sometime in the morning, you'll just reach out and she will be there, close as a summer air. Sometime in the morning, she will be there. Sometime
The Monkeys. She will be there. Written by Carole King.
She's good.
She's good, Carole King.
Got a future.
Have you got anything in the papers? I saw you.
Yeah, I did.
Earlier.
I was chuckling at Ronaldo's statuesque
Oh,
statue.
they've made a statue of Ronaldo, the football fella.
He's got a huge bulge. As if that lad needs any more ego.
How does he run around on the pitch like that?
Don't know.
That would get in the way, wouldn't
With
it?
difficulty. But it helps with the gravity, I guess. And there's also these two little snippets in the sun.
Go on, fella.
Barmy Bill Ansell. I don't know whether I feel comfortable calling someone barmy, that I don't know. Angered neighbours with a Christmas display featuring a beheaded choir and a urinating Santa.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Lights up in Ross, Pennsylvania, USA.
Yeah.
Gosh, can you imagine? They would not have a sense of humour about that at all. And also this one, again, sense of humour failure, especially among these girls' dads. 7 girls aged 13 to 14 returned to Banja Luka, Bosnia from a 5-day school trip to the capital, Sarajevo, all pregnant.
Whoa! How old were these girls?
13 to 14. I'm suggesting they were pregnant when they left. You can't tell within 5 days, can you? Can you?
Wowzers.
Can you? You've got to look what happened before that school trip.
08459 455 555. It's a very, very lazy show this morning. Let's have some travel.
Travel news for beds, cards and bugs.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
On the M1 southbound, Liz called to say that there's reporting tyre debris on the road at junction 10 for the Luton Airport Spur Road, so take care past there. And it's slowing things down a little bit on the speed sensors, but it's not looking too bad on the M1 southbound at the moment. Between junction 15 for Northampton and the Newport Bagnall services, that accident has now been moved away, so that's moving well at the moment. And in Roxton on the A1 Great North Road, there's roadworks going on around the Black Cat roundabout. That's looking okay at the moment, but could cause some delays as it starts to get busier out there. On the train, Southern are suspended between Milton Keynes Central and Clapham Junction in London because of a staff shortage. Tickets are being accepted on London Midland, Overground and Underground services. And there's more online at bbc.co.uk/travel. Samantha Burrough, BBC Three Counties Radio.
Across beds, hearts and bugs.
This is BBC Three Counties Radio.
It's 7:30 with the headlines. I'm Barry Caffrey. The NHS is set to press ahead with using DNA research in the fight against cancer and other serious illness. It plans to open 11 centres of excellence in English hospitals and to tailor treatments to individuals using genetic information. Survivors of child abuse have welcomed signs from the Home Secretary that she plans to overhaul the government's inquiry into historical sex abuse. In a letter to Theresa May, they say giving the investigation more teeth will improve its credibility. A lollipop lady has been taken to Edinburgh's hospital with multiple injuries after being hit by a car on the last day of term. It happened as pupils were leaving Bedford Road Lower School in Kempston for the Christmas holidays. The Labour Party has said that 3/4 of local councils in England are turning off or dimming their streetlights to save money. It's calling the move a dangerous risk to drivers and blaming cuts to council funding. The government says local authorities know best what ratepayers want. And the weather, it will be a mild, windy and mostly cloudy day with highs of 12 Celsius. That's 54 in Fahrenheit.
Three Counties Sports.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
In the Premier League, Martin Skrtel was Liverpool's hero. He scored their equaliser deep into extra time as they drew 2-2 at home to Arsenal. The Gunners' manager Arsene Wenger was left frustrated that his side didn't get all 3 points.
It was maybe a fair result, the 2-2, but of course we are disappointed to give a goal away with a free header on a corner with 2 minutes to go. That was very disappointing, but overall it was a very intense game. We played a little bit with a handbrake in the first half. In the second half it was much better, but overall we should have won this game in the end, but Liverpool played well.
Ali McCoist has left his position as Rangers manager, and the Scottish Championship club say he is now on gardening leave. McCoist handed in his resignation earlier this month and had started his 12-month notice period. MK Dons manager Carl Robinson described their 7-0 win over Oldham on Saturday as sensational. Ahead of their Boxing Day trip to Notts County, Robinson says it was a great early Christmas present.
We knew today would be a massive challenge, but to go into the Christmas period, and I'm so happy for our fans. I'm sure Christmas would be a lot happier, and they can certainly celebrate. And I think it's important that we make sure that we keep doing the right things.
Watford remain in 6th place in the Championship after their 1-0 win at Reading. Wycombe Wanderers remain top of League 2 after their draw at Accrington Stanley. They now prepare for Luton Town on Boxing Day, who warmed up for that match with a 3-0 win over Newport. The Hatters are up to 3rd. Stevenage are 13th after their win over Exeter. And in rugby union, Wasps beat London Irish by 48 points to 16 in their first match at Coventry's Ricoh Arena. Wasps fly half Andy Good scored an individual league record 33 points in the match. BBC Three Counties Radio News and Sport. I'm back with a full bulletin at 8.
share it. Call sooner or later, we got all get together.
Wilson track we just played. Fantastic.
That was excellent.
That was one of Kath's.
Where has she been all our lives?
She brings in Bomb Diggy, which is awful, and then she says, I've got this Spanky Wilson song you might like. Boy, oh boy, did we like it. Then a bit of Paul Revere and the Raiders.
Wow.
Radio stations should allow the presenters to play their own music more, if they've got good taste like me. You're some plum that likes, I don't know, the Eagles. Well, the Eagles are a good band.
What, we're playing Bomb Diggy?
We're not, we've only got an hour and 20 left, and I don't think that will fit. I don't think Bomb Diggy Diggy Bomb Diggy Diggy Bomb. Is that how it goes?
Yeah, if you want.
That, we'll play it later on if you want to hear that.
Play it at 9.
Sorry?
Play it at 9.
We'll play it at 9. 08459 455 555 is the telephone number. Should you wish to give us a call. What have we looked at in the papers? North Korea threatens to blow up White House. That film, The Interview, which apparently is rubbish.
Yeah. They would have fought for it, wouldn't they, if it was any cop?
Yeah, that's going to be one of the biggest selling DVDs of 2015.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
Yeah.
It's going to break all records, and we're going to watch it and go, oh, maybe North Korea was right. This is rubbish.
Oh, I saw an awful film yesterday. I say saw. We watched 10 minutes of it before we gave up by mutual consent. I mean, normally the kids love a rubbish DVD.
Kids will watch any old rubbish.
Even the kids by the end are going, this is awful. The Littlest Light on the Christmas Tree.
Ooh.
It must have been, Shrek and all that.
Yeah.
Spawned a whole load of not as good, cheap versions of that kind of technology. And it was like watching someone play The Sims badly.
Oh, dear.
It was awful.
Sims?
Yeah, I saw
There's
The
a
Sims.
movie of The Sims?
Well, pretty much. It was awful. It was about a light bulb, effectively.
Yeah.
With some really creaky animation that looked like they'd filled their pants. And
Sorry?
they walked. Yeah, it was awful. It was awful. So
we have been digging. The boys and I have been digging the series, not the film, the series of the penguins in Madagascar. To the point where my eldest has to announce it every time. He'll stand up with like a make-believe megaphone. And go, and now the penguins of Madagascar. It's brilliant.
They are pretty good.
It's a brilliant cartoon. Love it. So funny. Cartoons we had when we were kids, right? Were rubbish. Scooby-Doo.
Jamie the Magic Torch.
The Hair Bear Bunch.
What about Charlton and the Wheelies, though?
Wasn't a cartoon, it was an animation.
Yeah, but it was all about plasticine in those days,
you know what
wasn't
we're
it?
in danger of doing?
Yeah.
One more thing, though. Does anybody... OK, indulge me. It's Christmas. Does anybody remember the cartoon series, Wait Till Your Father Gets Home?
Yes.
Wait till your father gets... Until your father gets... Wait till your father gets home. Kels, can we see if we've got that theme tune,
But
please?
I can't remember what happened when
what's it called?
Wait till your father gets home.
Where?
Home.
Wait.
But I can't remember what happened when he did get home.
Not a lot.
No.
Not a lot.
They've just been a bit naughty,
Who's it
haven't
by?
The 70s.
they? Hannah and Barbara.
Barbera.
I used to think it was Hannah and Barbara.
Plum. They're all animated by Japanese people, aren't they, those? I used to read the credits.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very quick credits. But the cartoons then were rubbish, really. The Groovy Ghoulies, anybody?
Wow.
Come on now, sing out. It's time for everyone. It's time for the Ghoulies to get together.
What are you doing?
I'm singing the Groovy Ghoulies.
No, but we're doing that thing that we don't do.
Oh, maybe people like Ian Collins are right. It's fun to do that kind of nonsense.
So someone that looks a bit like Bublé won The Apprentice.
Is that show still going, guys?
Apparently so. He's got a blue suit on and a black tie.
Poor man's Bublé.
Yeah.
The British Bublé.
Yeah.
Nick Hewers.
Yes.
Hewers.
Left.
He's left. He's had
And
enough.
they never asked Margaret, apparently. I used to love Margaret and her little wry glances.
No, I used to love Margaret until I got an EasyJet flight to that there Greece.
No, don't spoil it.
I'm going to spoil it.
No.
The look of disgust when we sat on the opposite side of the aisle to her with our two boys, the look of disgust she gave us, I thought, oh, you miserable.
Yeah, but she does that. That's her look that she does. I think it might be
give it to my kids.
I think it might be the rest face for Margaret.
Don't give it to my kids.
Well.
You found that theme tune yet, Kels?
Yeah.
Have you? Or is that a no?
Yeah, no, I have.
Have you really?
Yeah, hang on.
She's just checking it for swears.
There'd be no swears in it. It was a Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
I might have to play it down the headphones if
What?
you really want it.
Yeah, I do.
Listen.
Go on.
Wait, after this bit.
In 25 minutes here on BBC One,
Hang
the
on.
Midday News. But now, wait till your father gets home.
What?
Oh, I thought it was faster than this.
It's like we're earwigging on the 70s.
Gosh.
Every time the slightest little thing goes wrong, Mom starts to sing this familiar
Here we go. Here we go. Wait. Shh.
Until your father gets...
Was that Kelly? Oh, it was you.
Dad's not so bad.
It's like Kelly's invented a machine that allows us to earwig on the 70s down the phone.
I can get it for you proper.
Oh, well, then what are you doing that for, then?
What is it immediately?
Oh, you plum! We didn't get... I was going to play Wilson Pickett.
Oh, yes, do.
Well, I can't now. We'll play it in a minute.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
But that was good. That was like earwigging on the 70s.
And that's what the 70s would sound like.
Yeah.
Because it'd be down one of those phones.
It'll be very, very tinny.
What were they called?
Telephones.
No, the ones that had the buttons.
Telephones.
No, the ones that had the buttons.
Telephones.
No, the ones that had the buttons and the thin handle.
Telephones.
No, the ones that had the button and the thin handle.
And went telephones. Telephones.
Travel news for beds, cards and bugs.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
On the M1 southbound, Liz called to say that there's tyre debris on the road at junction 10 for the M1 Luton Airport Spur Road, although that has just been cleared at the moment and it's not causing any delays looking at the speed sensors. It's looking quite busy in St Albans at the moment. Harpenden Road has gas mains works going on around Francis Avenue, and it's also looking quite slow on speed sensors on Hollywell Hill in both directions from the train station to London Road. Elsewhere in North Watford on the A41 North Western Avenue, that's very busy around the Dome roundabout, and on the train Southern are suspended between Milton Keynes Central and Clapham Junction in London because of a staff shortage. So that's on all stops between Milton Keynes Central and London. So that's tickets are being accepted though on London Midland, Overground and Underground services. Samantha Breath, BBC Three Counties Radio.
Thank you very much. Oh, I had to give Kath the be quiet finger there.
Did you? I didn't notice.
Oh, well, you stopped when the finger. I did that.
Pavlov's dog.
Thank you very much indeed. 7:45. I ain't ringing no bell. These are your headlines on BBC. Look at us getting all intellectual. These are your headlines on BBC Three Counties Radio. The NHS is set to press ahead with using DNA research in the fight against cancer and other serious illnesses. And survivors of child abuse have welcomed signs from the Home Secretary that she plans to overhaul the government's inquiry into historical sexual abuse. 08459 455 555 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. I've just had a message typed on my screen I've never seen before. What does this mean? Weather's saying no?
It's just saying no, it's not connecting.
It's not connecting?
No.
Well, should we skip it?
Hang on.
Hang on.
Hang on.
Hey.
Are you still hang on?
I'm hanging on.
Hang on.
Here we go.
Try fader 3.
There we go. Is that Georgina?
It is.
Beautiful.
Beds, Hearts and Bucks weather.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
Hello there. Well, it's a bit of an overcast day today. Pretty breezy as well, and we can't rule out the odd spot of drizzle, so fairly miserable, although incredibly mild with highs of 13 degrees Celsius. Even overnight tonight, we're looking at lows of 9 degrees, which is above the seasonal average for our daytime highs. But we continue with a cloudy, drizzly, breezy night. That drizzle becoming more so towards the morning. And another grey day tomorrow, and there may just be the odd brighter spell, but certainly not for everybody, with highs of 12 degrees Celsius. And we've got some light rain overnight. That continues into the morning of Christmas Eve, but starts to brighten up later. It's going to be pretty breezy in the morning, though. And then Christmas Day looking very different. We have a frosty start for some of us, brighter, cooler and less breezy, but returning to that wet, windy, mild weather again on Boxing Day. That's your latest forecast.
Every weekday from 3.
Is the best thing just to run away to a hotel somewhere?
A little bit of fun.
I've got a feeling that this argument unfolds in every house.
The latest news.
New regulations allowing parents to share the care of their child in the first year after birth come into force today. Personal Genome Service claims to offer access to more than 100 pieces of genetic information about your health.
A little bit of everything.
Because if you haven't got baby Jesus' nativity, then it's not a nativity, is it? Let me bring you up to speed with some local news. Good afternoon, welcome to the programme. What's your comment? We'll talk films and science fiction. I'm fascinated with science fiction films.
Roberto Perroni on BBC Three Counties Radio.
Goes wrong, Mom starts to sing this familiar song.
Wait till your father gets, until your father gets, wait till your father gets home.
Dad's not so bad and he seldom gets mad.
And we aren't about to desert him. Kids today like to have their own way, and what Daddy doesn't know won't hurt him. I think my mom's just swell.
Then she starts to yell.
Every time we have a fuss, just wait till your father gets, until your
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Say it one time.
I like mushy peas.
Feel pretty good, y'all. Na 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 na. Come on, y'all. Let's say it one more time.
Hi, weirdos.
On your back. I like it like that. Do that jerk. Watch me work, y'all. Ow, do it.
Christmas is not coming. Sex is everywhere.
I'm not in a bad mood.
Man, I'm having the time of my life. Justin?
Woo, yes!
That was a Kelly Bet special!
Oh, I tell you what, she knows her music sometimes, that girl.
I knew that caveat was coming. She knows her music sometimes.
Yes.
You having fun this morning, Deals?
Having great fun. The time of my life out here.
Oh. And is everybody out there today?
Yes, surprisingly, yes. A couple of people coming up to me to check my eyes after what you said earlier on. The streets aren't as busy as normal, but I'd say probably about, half as busy, let's say. But certainly people out there, yes.
OK, well, it's going to be... I think... What is it? It's tomorrow at 3:15 is going to be the prime shopping time. I think it's when the internet and the high street explode.
Nah, geezers, real geezers, go Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Because that's when you start buying stuff that is going to be an embarrassment for years to come.
Yeah, exactly. Great stories. That's what us men do. We provide the stories.
My mum's still got a green coat in the airing cupboard that was put there on Boxing Day, 1978.
I'm done. I've got to buy some wrapping paper.
What?
And I'm done. Sorry? What?
Real men,
yes,
go Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve.
I did that. I've done that I did that about 7 years ago.
Yeah.
I went Christmas shopping, Christmas Eve, Oxford Street, in that there London. Oh, it was horrible.
Why would you do that to yourself?
It was disgusting. Done, mate. I'm done. I got it via the internet, I'm not allowed to mention the website, but it's a certain little river that runs through the Amazon. And a little bit in the local high street, but not enough to maintain that high street in 2015. That's what I've done. English football, Justin.
Oh, do you know what? This
is a good one, isn't it?
Absolute gem. It's come from your brain, and you know what? Yeah. It just feels right.
Doesn't it just? There are too many foreigners in this country.
Yep.
Playing football.
Yeah.
We should have an English football league, the EFL, where it's only English players. That way we support homegrown talent, and it means... Catherine, what are you pulling that face for?
Because it'd be like watching pub football.
It's the... Oh, pub football.
No.
Did you ever used to see...
In fact, I'd watch that.
Danny Baker used to do a show. It was on about midnight on a Saturday night, and it was Saturday Pub League, and it was him commenting on pub football. Did you ever see that, Just?
I never saw it.
It was brilliant. It was like all these Saturday morning teams played, and he would do straight commentary. It was wonderful.
I would watch that, and I don't like football.
It would benefit your country as well. It would benefit your
I think it's
country.
fantastic. I think, as I said to you earlier on, when I first started watching football, I was watching Luton Town in the top flight, and it was full of English players. And do you know what? It felt real. And secondly, people could afford to go. My mates now, they're paying £50 or £60 for a ticket to go and watch football because of the foreign invasion and the wages they demand. It's disgusting.
Geezer.
Market forces, what it is.
Geezer.
It's market forces. If no one paid for
Geezer.
it...
Geezer.
If no...
Geezer.
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 All right, you win, Just. You win. You won the geese off.
What I was saying was, if everyone refused to pay that money, then they would have to bring the prices down.
Yeah,
but you should vote with your feet.
If people have been going for decades and they love that football club, if you rip them open, it would bleed the name of their team.
Don't try that. I don't think that's possible.
Yeah. I don't think blood comes out in writing.
I've seen Silent Witness.
Yeah.
That's never happened.
No, mate. He was a Chelsea supporter. I can tell. Well, look, his blood has spelt the word Chelsea there.
Doesn't it
spelt Arsene Wenger. He's an Arsenal manager.
Yeah, he is. Don't you think a tiny part of you thinks that would be accepting that we're rubbish and we're always going to be rubbish then?
No, but we can make it. This is to make ourselves better.
Yeah, exactly.
This is
Homegrown talent.
Homegrown. You've taken it to the streets, Just. I'm sure everyone agrees with me and you.
Yeah, I mean, listen out for Marcus at the end.
Okay.
It gets very, very tense, and a lot of people getting quite wound up about this issue. I've taken it to the streets, asking people, are you in, are you out for Iain Lee's English Football League, the EFL. Boss, here's what's been happening on those glorious streets.
I think the importation of foreign players...
Are you in or are you out?
I'm out.
What do you mean you're out? Why?
Because foreign players, freedom of contract, freedom of employment, therefore they can bring skills to the English game as well. There should be a limit to it, yes, but not completely out.
You can't do that sort of thing. You couldn't have English players only working in Tesco's or something, could you?
We're not talking about Tesco's, we're talking football, sir.
Same principle, it's employment.
Come on, when you started watching football like me, it was full of English players, it was real, it felt right.
No, I don't think that makes a lot of difference. I think that you could maybe get to the extent where there are too many overseas players and not enough opportunities for English players, but I don't think you should stop them altogether.
So here's an idea, the English Football League, English players only. Are you going for that?
Yeah, I would do, yeah.
Tell us what you think when you see too many foreigners in this country playing football.
Well, I used to play football when I was a kid, and I had trouble with Watford at one time, and they never took me on because there was too many foreign players about.
But that was back then?
Yeah.
So you could have had a completely different career path had it have not been for the foreign invasion, even back then?
Yeah.
Let alone now?
Yeah.
Makes me sick, that does.
Yeah.
Sick to the stomach.
Yeah.
Marcus, how are you today?
I'm all right, how are you?
Fantastic, yeah. Iain Lee back in our studios got this great idea. It's called the EFL, the English Football League, English players only. Let's make it real. What do you think?
It could happen.
Would you want it to happen?
No, it won't happen.
Hang on. You just said it would happen, now you're saying it won't. I'm confused.
It could happen.
Right. But would you want it to happen?
Not 100%, no.
What sort of percentage are you vibing at?
Can't.
You can't give me a percentage?
No.
Okay. Should we leave it here?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, you?
Are we okay?
Yeah.
It's got a bit tense there. Have a very reggae Christmas.
You too.
Thanks. Cheers.
Hey, mates. This is. And can I just say that, Adelia is for life, not just for Christmas, because you're on the streets every day, and those streets are real. And there is. Sorry. Hello. He's gone. Just well, we don't.
Hope he's okay.
Well, I was about to say those streets are real. They are dangerous.
Mm-hmm. And he deals in fact not fishing. That's
exactly.
Always popular.
So it's tough times. Merry Christmas, Justin, and a reggae New Year to you and yours. Justin Dealey. 1975 to 2014. 08459 455 555 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call.
Travel news for beds, cards and bugs.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
In Milton Keynes, the A421 Standing Way, there's roadworks there around the Kingston roundabout. It's looking quite slow at the moment on the speed sensors and could cause some delays through the morning rush. In North Watford on the Northwestern Avenue, it's looking quite busy around the Dome roundabout. And having a look at the speed sensors into Luton from the M1 towards Dunstable Road on the A505, that's starting to look quite slow as well. Having a look at the trains in Southern are suspended between Milton Keynes Central and all London stations towards Clapham Junction. That's because of a staff shortage. And don't forget, there's more online at bbc.co.uk/travel. Samantha Bruff, BBC Three Counties Radio.
Thank you very much indeed, Samantha. Reggae Christmas?
Reggae Christmas?
Reggae Christmas, there we go. You all right, Boyley?
Yeah, just having a stretch.
This is fun. Imagine if this was our job.
I mean, it is our job today.
The Kath and Iain show continues for another hour. Kelly's through there. You right, Kels?
Yeah.
What are you eating?
An orange.
Oh.
Local and vocal across Beds, Herts and Bucks.
This is BBC Three Counties Radio.
It's 8 o'clock with the headlines. I'm Barry Caffrey. The NHS is set to press ahead with using DNA research in the fight against cancer. More powerful inquiry to take place to investigate historical child abuse, and waste recycling centres in Hertfordshire to be kept open.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
Medical experts say a pioneering project to analyse patients' DNA could transform the way cancer and other diseases are treated. The NHS is setting up 11 centres in England to look at the genetic code of tens of thousands of people. It's hoped the work will lead to the development of new personalised drugs and diagnostic tests. Here's our health reporter, James Gallagher.
The NHS is aiming to be at the forefront of a new era of genomic medicine. Cancer treatment will be targeted at the precise mutations in DNA that are causing a patient's tumour. 11 genomic medicine centres will open in hospitals from Newcastle to Exeter in February. Their challenge is to sequence 100,000 genomes within 3 years. It could improve treatment for some patients, but all that data will be made available to drugs companies and researchers to help them create precision drugs for future generations.
Dozens of child abuse victims, social workers and child protection experts have urged the Home Secretary to change the structure of the public inquiry into allegations of historical abuse. In a letter to Theresa May, they say the expert panel carrying out the inquiry should be scrapped and replaced by a new investigation with legal powers to compel witnesses to attend. The employers' organisation says its latest survey shows half the companies questioned plan to take on more staff next year. More than 300 firms employing more than 1 million people took part. Employers in Scotland appeared the most optimistic about their prospects, but there were regional variations. A survey compiled by the Labour Party has found that 3/4 of councils in England are turning off or dimming streetlights late at night. Councils have been driven by the need to make savings following cuts in central government funding, but residents fear dark streets are more likely to be targeted by criminals. The government says councils know better than ministers what residents want, but for Labour, Hilary Benn says walking home in the dark is a worry for some.
Councils obviously want to save money, but the good ones, like in Salford and also in Bedfordshire, they've been investing in LED lighting because the energy running costs are much, much lower. And it's a very strong argument for what we've been calling on the government to do, which is to give councils longer term budgets. They can then invest up front to save money later on.
2 household waste recycling centres earmarked for closure are being kept open in Hertfordshire following public consultation. More details from Ewan Duncan.
After feedback from residents, the Hoddesdon and Elstree recycling sites, which were due to be closed, will stay open. All 17 recycling centres will be open 5 days a week, including Saturdays, Sundays and Mondays, but will be shut on 2 of the quieter days during the week. Buntingford Centre will remain open 7 days a week and continue to operate at reduced hours. The changes are being implemented by contractor Amy Sespar as part of savings of £6 million over the next 8 years.
In the Premier League, Martin Skirtle was Liverpool's hero. He scored their equaliser deep into extra time as they drew 2-2 at home to Arsenal. And the weather, it will be a mild, windy and cloudy day with highs of 12 Celsius. That's 54 in Fahrenheit. Get the latest news and sport online at bbc.co.uk/3 counties.
before Christmas. Kath Scoins and I went record shopping to... It's Andy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Andy's shop in Luton. Oh, and that was £3 well spent.
So good.
So I bought Kath a load of records that she needs to have on vinyl. Listen to... Shh.
Oh, I love that noise.
Justin's in the studio. That's getting you very, very excited.
Vinyl porn.
At one point, the cry went up, "Where's Kath gone?" I was underneath. There was like 2 levels.
I wish Kath had been my girlfriend when I was 15, because I remember going to record shops when I was 15, 16. Well, I didn't have girlfriends then. 16, 17, record fairs. And girls going, I'll meet you outside, I'll meet you in town. And Kath was on her hands and knees in this record shop. She couldn't get enough. She could not get enough of it.
I crawled under the bottom shelf. They offered me a stool. I went, "No, I can see the titles from this. I've got the angle just right." I was going through him 2 hands.
Amazing.
It's a good shop. He made us all coffee.
That's what you want.
Yeah, it's exactly
what
you want.
I've got a thing with girls, okay? Back in the day, I'd ask one question to the ladies, and it would be, right, okay, if you could name me your top 5 albums of all time, okay? If somebody broke into your house, they said, right, I'm stealing everything, but you could keep your top 5 albums, what would they be?
Yeah.
And if I got no response, see you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you ask a girl to leave your flat once because she laughed at your alphabetical CDs?
Yeah, that was Jenny, actually, about 10 years ago, who recently got in touch on Facebook, and the business was still there. Yeah, I said, she came into my bedroom, as you do, and she looked at my record collection and went, "What's that?" I said, "That's my record collection." She goes, "Please don't tell me it's in alphabetical order." I looked at her with a horrible stare. I said, "You what?" She went, "Surely that's not in alphabetical order." I said, "Well, yeah." She went, "Oh, you're so sad. Get out."
So you dumped her, then you went out with Karen, then Linda.
Alphabetical order.
Then Mandy.
Yeah. No, listen, any man who doesn't keep their record collection in alphabetical order, that's what blokes do.
What I do, and I've got a little bit slack, 'cause I've got some new stuff. The artists are in alphabetical order, and then what I like to do is then have the albums in chronological order within that setting. So you've got the set and you've got the subset of chronological albums. Although, you know, I had a big clear out of albums recently.
Yeah.
What an idiot. Why did you let me do that? I went last night. Every album I went to bring today, I didn't have it. I got rid of it.
I have told you time and time again not to do that. I've told you on air, I've told you off air, and you've gone and done it.
If you don't, this is what happens. You find that you bought or nicked things like this.
He'll like that.
Another level Bomb Diggy. This was a good one. This was a good one.
That was a tune with a capital T.
I bet it wasn't.
No, it was. That was a great tune.
You have to play it.
Kath is offering it to me.
Bomb Diggy.
By the way, Kelly has recorded a little Vox piece. Justin normally goes out on the street and does what we like to call a Vox. And I bullied Kelly into doing one, and she's being very shy. Are we going to hear it today, Kels?
Yeah, I've put it in now if you want.
She's worried that it won't be up to scratch and that
I tell you what we'll do.
Sitting here.
We'll have Bomb Diggy.
Okay.
Then we'll come back.
Anything after Bomb Diggy is a winner.
Then we'll come back. We'll have the Vox. If you don't mind, Justin's going to give you a few tips.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, if you've got any... The whole team is here. The important team is here. 08459 455 555. Anything you want to ask us, anything you want to say... You know, if maybe the high points of the year, maybe even the low points of the year. Justin's shuffling crossing his arms because he's getting worried now.
Here we go.
Right, this is... would you like... Kath, this is yours. Would you like to introduce it then?
This is one I nicked when I was working in commercial radio. It's called Bomb Diggy by a group called Another Level, who thankfully are no longer with us.
Change what you do with your body. It feels so beautiful, it feels so right. Explosions going on with us every night. I can't hold back, so one in the hole. You can just call me Kid Dynamite. July. Girl, it ain't funny. Got me open wide. Word to my dollar bill. That's where I'm putting my money. Girl, you know. You know it's the bomb, diggy, diggy. When we get jiggy, let me piggyback right on it all night. All night. While I'm singing my song. The hoodie, wanna get that goody. What's the bomb, diggy, diggy, bomb, diggy? Can I get some of your bomb, diggy? Jello, goody, chocolate booty. Oh, wanna get a little bit of your goody. Oh, goody. Your love's so supernatural. You got me chasing after you. I'll go wherever you are, just tell me and I'll be packing up. I'll be your journey map, love. Traveling from hood to hood. Any place, anytime. 'Cause your love makes me feel so good, baby. Girl, it ain't funny. Got me open wide. Words to my dollar bill. That's where I put my money, girl. You know. Oh, baby. While I'm singing my song. Just a little bit of goody goody. Oh, oh, goody goody. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, it feels so good when your love comes down on me. You're blowing my mind. Got me going crazy. Oh, it's so good to me. Oh, baby, baby, yeah. When we get jiggy, let me piggyback right. All I know, while I'm singing my song.
You brought a Spanky, what's her name?
Spanky Wilson.
Spanky Wilson singing Sunshine of Your Love.
Which was brilliant.
And then you bring us this.
Well, this just shows you that I need to have a clear out. In fact, let's start now.
Deals, do you want this?
Whoa, don't throw that out. Oh, come on, pass that over.
Merry Christmas, Deals.
Wow.
Now, look, Kelly's looking scared. Kelly's got her scared face on. Kelly, we asked you to go out and record some bits and pieces in the street because I don't think you do enough work. If I'm completely honest, I know that you're a bit, you don't pull your weight around.
Whoa!
So I said, Kelly, get out on the street, earn your money, earn your licence fee, salary, you fat cat.
Cat, she said, cat.
You did. You took it to the streets. What did you take to the street? Look, she's gone all embarrassed. She's ripped up her tangerine skin.
I decided that I would ask the public questions without actually asking them many questions.
Yeah.
So just press play.
Should I stay or should I go? It's up to you. Should you stay or should you go? What do you mean?
Well, should I stay or should I go?
Yeah, if you want to go, it's up to you.
Should I stay and ask you one more?
One more question is
All right,
fine.
then, here we go.
I don't know.
Oh, man, I'm looking for some.
Hungry. Of course, I'm from Mars.
Can I feel it?
Yeah.
Can I feel what?
Can you feel it?
Can I feel what?
It.
It what?
Can you feel it?
Can I feel what?
It.
What it?
It.
It what?
Can you feel it?
What?
Can you feel it?
Feel what?
Feel it.
Feel what?
It.
It what?
It.
It what?
Can you feel it?
Can I feel
It.
what?
It's the question. Can you feel it?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Your thoughts, Justin?
My thoughts, very, very good.
You worried?
No, I'm not worried. I think that...
You're shifting uncomfortably in your seat.
No, nice jacket, by the way, Kels. Yeah, my thoughts are that was a very, very good production. It worked. I think that on the streets, I think she's got a certain style, panache on the streets, and I think, yeah, I'd probably score that as 9 out of 10.
Is it as good as a Deal Lock production?
Difficult to say, but I can't really critique myself, but...
oh, God, I'd love to hear that.
I'd
love to hear that.
Because he never does.
No. I think Kelly's great, and I think she should be on the streets more often. That's my thoughts.
Kelly? That is high praise from one of the most arrogant men I've ever met in my life. Seriously, that is something special.
Thanks.
There's more to come later, isn't there?
There is.
That was very funny. Thank you, Kelly.
Travel news for beds, cards and bugs.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
In North at Watford on the A41 Northwestern Avenue. That's looking very busy at the moment around the Dome roundabout. Having a look at the speed sensors at St Albans, that's looking quite slow on Sandridge Road from Sandringham Crescent towards St Peter's Street. And in High Wycombe on New Road, there are roadworks at Cressex Road. That's not causing any delays at the moment. Things are moving very well around High Wycombe so far this morning. On the train, Southern are suspended between Milton Keynes Central and Clapham Junction. That's because of a staff shortage. Tickets are being accepted on London Midland services though. Samantha Breath, BBC Three Counties Radio.
Thank you very much. Put Diana Ross away. I'm trying to do the blooming news, you plums.
Just like her jeans.
Thank you very much. 8:16. It's Monday, the 22nd of December. I'm Iain Lee. These are your headlines on BBC Three Counties Radio. Medical experts say a pioneering project to analyse patients' DNA could transform the way cancer and other diseases are treated. And dozens of child abuse victims and child protection experts have welcomed signs that the Home Secretary is planning to redesign the public inquiry into allegations of child abuse.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
Tim Wheeler!
Good morning to you.
Tim Wheeler!
May I wish you a René Christmas today?
What?
A René Christmas.
Reggae Christmas.
A René... Yeah, morning anyway.
It's reggae Christmas.
René Christmas.
Huh?
It's not going to catch on, is it?
No.
No, good. This morning I'm in for Jonathan Vernon-Smith, who is already
Who's that loser?
Yeah, I know.
Jonathan
who? He will be at home, presumably preparing to stuff his bird this Christmas. I know he's looking forward to that. And I'll be playing some of my favourite moments from the JVS show in 2014. So the show will be about 15 to 20 minutes, something like that.
Well, are they all bits when David Prever was filling in?
Yeah, mostly that. A couple of times when I've been on and David Prever, yeah.
Good.
And what I've tried to squeeze in, thank you, people have been going on Facebook and searching their favourite moments. I've tried to squeeze as many of them as I can. So this morning we'll have when Jonathan was fighting against the pigeons.
Yeah.
You remember living on his roof?
Yeah.
And also the story I know of Brenda, the lady who lost her winter fuel allowance to buy a couple of dog walkers who took her money and everything.
Oh, yeah! Oh, I like that one, yeah.
And the response we got to that. So all of that from 9 until midday today, and then some more tomorrow as well.
Have you got the fella who signed up to a very specific adult dating site on the internet?
And couldn't work out why it was quite rude.
We've had quite a few, looking for love in some really strange places.
But it wasn't called www.lookingforlove.com, was it?
No, it wasn't.
No,
it wasn't. What was it called? It was.
So I don't think you can say it on our show. You can let your potty mouths go out on your show, but not on ours.
Okay, 9 o'clock. I'll say it then.
Thank you very much indeed.
Look at him with his dog dirt eyes. Look at him with his dog dirt eyes. Look at her with the rabbit's fur teeth. Look at him with his dressing gown nose. Look at her with the cul-de-sac arms. Look at him with his wheelchair heart. Look at her with the car boot bones. Look at him, look at him, look at him, look at her. Don't look at me, I don't like it. Don't look at her, she doesn't like it. Don't look at him, he doesn't like it. And don't look at her, because everyone knows she's got a washing line smile. Look at her with a washing line smile. Look at her with a washing line smile. Look at him with his dog dirt eyes. Look at her with the rabbit's fur teeth. Look at him with his dressing gown nose. Look at her with the car boot bones. Look at him with his wheelchair heart. Look at her, look at her, look at her, look at her. Don't look at me, I don't like it. Don't look at him, he doesn't like it. Don't look at her, she doesn't like it. Don't look at him, because everyone knows that he's got a sausage roll thumb. Look at him with his sausage roll thumb. Look at him with his sausage roll thumb. Look at her with a washing line smile. Look at him with his dog dirt eyes. Look at her with a dressing gown nose. Look at him with his polythene bows. Look at her with a hairdryer heart. Look at him, look at him, look at him, look at her. Don't look at me, I don't like it. Don't look at him, he doesn't like it. Don't look at her, she doesn't like it. So don't look at him, and don't look at me. We know you're spiders, there's nothing to see. We're lying on the grass, just hanging around. But we need some wine, so lend us a pound. Look at us with a red wine smiles. Look at us with a red wine smile. Look at him with his sausage roll thumb. Look at her with a washing line teeth. Look at him with his dog dirt eyes. Look
Well, that was...
Not me, by the way.
It sounded like
in case
you,
anyone
Kath.
thought it was me going off on one.
That was a request from Scott. Thank you, Scott, for that. I think the lovely eggs. 08459 455 555. Gemma's just tweeted, I'm not sure what the BBC Three Counties Radio Breakfast Show listeners have just made of Iain Lee playing the lovely eggs, but I think it's very, very good. We've probably lost a load of listeners today.
How do we get them back?
We don't.
Oh, well.
No, we don't, unfortunately. You all right, Kels?
Yeah, man, you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm trying to find a song on this album that I really like, and I can't think what it is.
What album is it?
It's, well, right, I watched a documentary, OK, about this fella, right, and in 1968, 1969, he recorded a couple of albums, and
right.
they didn't sell at all.
Not even in South Africa?
Well, I'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, great. Excellent.
Is he South African?
No, he's not. Rodriguez. But anyway, there he is. There's the fella. But I can't think of the songs on this album. This is the second album. Is it this one? Oh, hang on. No, it's not this one.
So anyway, what happened? He didn't sell any records?
He didn't sell any records at all, and he kind of just vanished off into obscurity.
Mm-hmm.
And then years
That's
later...
sad, that, isn't it?
Well,
It is sad.
but the thing was, he was really big in South Africa. He'd become like this underground artist.
Oh, so he was rich then?
No.
So did he move to South Africa to become successful?
No, he'd never made any money from it whatsoever, OK? And these people were trying to track him down to get him to come and play a concert.
What people?
Some South Africans. They thought he was dead.
Because a rumour had gone round, is that right?
He wasn't dead. He was alive. He went to South Africa. He was regarded as a national hero. He was playing arenas to 15,000 people. Beautiful story.
That's nice.
I'm trying to find the song that I like on here, though.
What was his name again?
Sugar Man, isn't it?
What year?
Here we go. Is it this? Is this the one I like?
Sounds all right.
No, it's not that
it's
one.
not that. That's horrible.
Could be some time here. It's the same one.
It's the same one?
Kath, have you got anything better?
Yeah, loads.
Go on then. If you want.
That one is.
Here we go. Is this it? Just wait till it comes in.
Baby, I ain't joking, and it's not what I'm smoking.
Dylan.
It's not that.
Do you know what I like about that?
What?
The squeaky string noises.
Yeah, I was thinking the other day, I like squeaky string noises. It's not this. I don't think it's even this album. It might be this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see where we get with this.
Started out with butterflies on a velvet afternoon.
Nah, it's not this. What? Kel, sorry?
Well, I was going to find out who that was so I can put it on our online page, but if you're not going to play the full thing, I'm not going to bother.
I don't think it was that. Oh, it's annoying me now.
Should we just play something else?
Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, it's this. This is a tune.
I'm only halfway up the stairs, not up or down. I'm only halfway up the stairs since you let me down. So won't you tell me please what you're gonna do? 'Cause you know I wouldn't be halfway with you. I don't wanna seem impatient, and please don't think me fast, but we've got something going, and I don't wanna let it pass. So won't you tell me please what you're gonna do? 'Cause you know I wouldn't be halfway with you. I don't wanna seem impatient, and please don't think me fast, but we've got something going, and I don't wanna let it pass. halfway with you.
I imagine it's got something to do with grotbags.
Is it about a gap year? It's not about blooming gap year scoins, for goodness sakes.
Although it does sound like that sort of gap year music.
08459 455 555. We should probably do some talking.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that couple again, because we mentioned them right at the top of the show.
This is an incredible story. Milton Keynes Council, according to the Daily Mail, well, they've got no hearts.
So this is the version that we've got from the Daily Mail.
I'd love Milton Keynes Council to let us know we've got this completely wrong.
Yeah, because this sounds awful. This is according to the Daily Mail. It was on the Mail Online over the weekend and I spotted it. A distraught elderly couple are facing Christmas apart because box-ticking social workers refused to let them spend it in the same nursing home. Rafael Guerra, who is 84, and his wife Isabel, who's 70, had been told they must be separated after more than 50 years of marriage because of council protocol.
Oh.
Mr Guerra, who is a...
Council protocol overrides 50 years of marriage.
Mr Guerra, a retired hotelier, had been living in sheltered housing next to the nursing home that looks after his wife, who suffers from dementia. But after a stroke in October, he now needs round-the-clock care and cannot leave his hospital bed to visit her. Doctors recommend that Mr Guerra join his wife in her home, but social workers say he must go to an assessment centre around 6 weeks instead.
But the thing is, it will do him more good to be with his missus, and it will do him more harm to be away from his missus. That stuff kills people.
Well, we all know couples who've not managed without each other, don't we?
It kills people, literally.
Doctors recommend that Mr Guerra joins his wife in the home, but the social workers say he must go to an assessment centre for 6 weeks. He can't walk, dress himself or visit the bathroom. Milton Keynes Council maintained that his needs may not meet the criteria for a place.
His needs are that he should be with his missus.
Do we need, and I wonder whether this is the conversation we have, given that we're all, an ageing population, and this is going to happen to all of us at some point, if we're lucky and we manage to stay together, should we be making nursing homes for couples?
Hey, that's not a bad... I suppose the thing is that that some people need different requirements to other people, and that...
But that's what I mean about couples, so that it has a broad spectrum of care rather than just being targeted. Obviously, she's being cared for in a dementia specialist home.
Yeah.
But,
what are their names again? Because you never know. There might be someone listening who knows them or is related to them.
He's called Raffaello and she is called Isabel. They're the Guerras, and their daughter Stephanie is a psychotherapist. She's desperate for her parents to get together. They've been soulmates all their lives. She says, I don't know how long either of them have left, so every week that passes is precious. She started off a petition on change.org, reunite my parents in the same care home.
Oh, man. Well, Milton Keynes Council, let's give you the benefit of the doubt. Hey, guess what? The Daily Mail quite often get things wrong or make stuff up. So if someone at Milton Keynes Council is listening and they've got that wrong, then come on and clear your names. Otherwise, that's awful.
And you may have been through something similar where you had to tell your parents that they were going to be split up for a certain time. Give us a shout.
08459 455 555.
Travel news for beds, cards and bugs.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
In Milton Keynes on the A421 Standing Way, there's roadworks around the Kingston roundabout. Looking at the speed sensors, that is looking a little bit slow. And in Roxton on the A1 Great North Road, there are roadworks around the Black Cat roundabout. That's looking fine at the moment. Might hold you up later on this morning. But in North Watford on the A41 North Western Avenue, that's looking quite busy around the Dome roundabout. And also in Bricketwood on the A405 North Orbital Road, that's very busy around the M25 Junction 21A roundabout. Elsewhere on the M25, though, things are moving very well so far, and no reports of any problems on the M1 or the A1M either. On the train, southern services are suspended between Milton Keynes Central and Clapham Junction. That's because of a staff shortage that's expected to be all day today. And don't forget, there's more travel online at bbc.co.uk/travel. Samantha Breath, BBC Three Counties Radio.
Across beds, hearts and bugs.
This is BBC Three Counties Radio.
It's 8:30 with the headlines. I'm Barry Caffrey. Medical experts say a pioneering project to analyse patients' DNA could transform the way cancer and other diseases are treated. The NHS is setting up 11 centres in England to look at the genetic code of tens of thousands of people. Dozens of child abuse victims and child protection experts have welcomed signs that the Home Secretary is planning to redesign the public inquiry into allegations of historical abuse. A panel of experts already chosen may be scrapped. A lollipop lady has been taken to Addenbrooke's Hospital with multiple injuries after being hit by a car on the last day of term. It happened as pupils were leaving Bedford Road Lower School in Kempston for the Christmas holidays. The woman is thought to be in her 70s and police are appealing for witnesses. A survey by the Labour Party has found that 3/4 of schools in England are turning off or dimming streetlights late at night to save money. Labour says the move is the result of cuts in central government funding. And the weather, it will be a mild, windy and mostly cloudy day today with highs of 12 Celsius. That's 54 in Fahrenheit.
Three Counties Sports.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
In the Premier League, Martin Skrtel was Liverpool's hero. He scored their equaliser deep into extra time as they drew 2-2 at home to Arsenal. The Gunners' manager Arsene Wenger was left frustrated that his side didn't get all 3 points.
It was maybe a fair result, the 2-2, but of course we are disappointed to give a goal away with a free header on a corner with 2 minutes to go. That was very disappointing, but overall it was a very intense game. We played a little bit with a handbrake in the first half. In the second half it was much better, but overall we should have won this game in the end, but Liverpool played well.
Ali McCoist has left his position as Rangers manager and the Scottish Championship club say he is now on gardening leave. McCoist handed in his resignation earlier this month and had started his 12-month notice period. MK Dons manager Carl Robinson described their 7-0 win over Oldham on Saturday as sensational. Ahead of their Boxing Day trip to Notts County, Robinson says it was a great early Christmas present.
We knew today would be a massive challenge, but to go into the Christmas period, and I'm so happy for our fans. I'm sure Christmas would be a lot happier, and they can certainly celebrate. And I think it's important that we make sure that we keep doing the right things.
Watford remain in 6th place in the Championship after their 1-0 win at Reading. Wycombe Wanderers remain top of League 2 after their draw at Accrington Stanley. They now prepare for Luton Town on Boxing Day, who warmed up for that match with a 3-0 win over Newport. The Hatters are up to 3rd. Stevenage are 13th after their win over Exeter. And in rugby union, Wasps beat London Irish by 48 points to 16 in their first match at Coventry's Ricoh Arena. Wasps fly half Andy Good scored an individual league record 33 points in the match. BBC Three Counties Radio News and Sport. I'm back with a full bulletin at 9 o'clock.
Go away from my window, leave at your own chosen speed. I'm not the one you want, babe. I'm not the one you need. You say you're looking for someone who's never weak, but always strong, to protect you and defend you, whether you are right or wrong. Someone to open each and every door, but it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe. Go lightly from the ledge, babe. Go lightly on the ground. I'm not the one you want, babe. I'll only let you down. You say you're looking for someone who'll promise never to part, someone to close his eyes for you, someone to close his heart, someone to die for you and more, but it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe. You say you're looking for someone to pick you up each time you fall, to gather flowers constantly and to come each time you call. And we'll love you for your life and nothing more. But it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe.
Morning, Caroline.
Oh, good morning. Oh, hang on a minute.
Oh, blimey.
Hiya, Caroline.
We were told, Kelly told us there was a big rush because you've got to go to work.
Yeah, I have.
Just get the shoes on.
Well, don't be surprised then when we come to you quickly.
Well, I put it on speakerphone and she said not to.
Oh, Caroline. Oh, that's outrageous, Caroline.
I know, but my hands are covered in soap. So
What are you doing? Well, washing your hands, I'm hoping.
I'm washing something else, but not my hands.
Oh.
Don't worry. It's fine.
Hey, wow.
It's clean.
Oh, well, it's certainly clean, yes.
It's very clean.
What you got for us?
That song, that chap that you know took hours to find.
Oh, yeah, Rodriguez.
Yeah, you have to say who he was. Great song. I can sing that now. After the first verse, very catchy. I can sing it now.
It sounds like you're taking the Michael.
No.
Well, go on then. Prove it to us. Away you go.
Well, you want me to sing it?
Yes.
Oh, right. Okay, let me hang on. I'm only halfway up the stairs and halfway down. See? Told you.
Oh,
Well,
that's beautiful.
that was beautiful, Caroline. You just made the podcast.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That's going to be on the internet now forever.
Oh, frightening.
Kelly, that's made. Caroline has made the podcast.
Forever.
Forever.
Tell me who it was again. I'll look for it.
Rodriguez.
Was that it? That's your name?
Yeah, Rodriguez.
Great.
There's a great film about him, Caroline, called Searching for Sugar Man.
Right.
What happens, right?
Oh, here we go.
In South Africa.
I know. I heard the first time.
Okay.
What?
Well, all right. Blimey.
But Caroline, what you don't hear is, I don't want to spoil it for you. Are you going to watch it or not? Or are you just being nice?
No, I'll watch it, yeah.
Go and watch it. You can get it for like £2 probably now because it's a couple of years old. It's a great film.
This guy has lived his life thinking he nearly made it and never did. But he goes
Well,
on,
you're gonna
works
ruin
on,
it.
he works on a building
You're gonna ruin
site
it
and he's
for
had a
him.
hard life.
He's ruined it because he's already said the end.
Yeah, exactly. It's just brilliant. It's just brilliant.
Caroline, can I have Caroline, just you and me?
Yes.
What's your beef with me, love? You're sticking up for Kelly, you're sticking up for... You're having a go at me. What's your beef?
I'm a girl.
Have a nice Christmas.
Bye.
Reggae Christmas. Ta-ta.
Never did find out what she'd been washing.
No, I know, but it's clean. That much we know. Have we got anything in the papers? I feel we should do some work this morning. We've just been dossing around,
Okay,
really.
let's have a look.
Playing music that we like.
Oh, a council axed woolly decorations on a monument in Helmsley, North Yorkshire,
Oh,
fearing they may ruin the stonework.
Oh, guys.
Hey, don't mess with stonework.
Here's the thing. Never mind Boxing Day. Golden hour for sales will be tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Stop this, right? Have you noticed what they keep doing? Giving names to days in the hope that we'll go, must buy more stuff.
Easter eggs are on sale at the weekend.
Oh, no.
Mini eggs and cream eggs. Yeah, I think that's brilliant. I love that. But look, so it's got this year's must-have buys, right? Pop-up pirates.
Oh, it's interesting.
My boys, they might be listening. Frozen DVD.
Right.
Personalised Nutella jar.
No, that's not a must-have, is it?
So it's your name on a jar of Nutella.
All you need is a jar and a Sharpie.
Good morning, Matt.
Good morning.
Matt, would you like your name written on some chocolate nuts?
No, I'd like something else written on your nuts.
I beg your pardon, mate. What does that mean? What's your beef, Matthew? Come on.
So pleased I've heard Johnny Cash played on this.
Johnny and June, that was brilliant, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Great
At
song.
last, have a bit of class.
Pardon?
The end of the new year, and at last you've decided to play a bit of class.
What do you mean the end of the new year, old man? It's the end of the old year.
All right, the end of the old year, all right.
Possibly the end of your last year, but let's see.
Yes.
What? So you're saying you've enjoyed all the music today?
Not all the music. I enjoyed Wilson Pickett, but I wish you would name the singer after the song.
You're right. That's out of order that I don't do that, isn't it?
Okay.
Why do you do that? You drive me crazy, man.
All right, man. Put the reefer down, man. There's no need for any of that nonsense here. I tell you what.
Yeah.
Would you like to introduce... Did you like the lovely eggs?
Who?
Look at him with his dog dirt eyes.
That one.
No, I didn't like that rubbish, no.
Look at him with his dog dirt eyes.
Do you like that one? Look at him with his dog dirt eyes.
Oh, I want Kenny Rogers.
I'll tell you what, Matt, because it's Christmas And because...
Look at her with the rabbit's fur teeth.
Because it's Christmas and I like you.
Look at him with his dressing gown nose.
Have you got a dressing gown nose, Matt?
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at her with the cul-de-sac arms.
Cul-de-sac arms, eh? Yeah.
Look at him with his wheelchair heart. Look at her with the car boot bones.
Anyway, I'm going to play Kenny Rogers, Daytime Friends and Nighttime Lovers.
You're lying.
No, I'm not, Matt. It's
you are lying. I know what you're like. You're a right bugger, you are.
Look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him.
I'm going to play it. It's queued up. Kelly has queued it up for me. It's in the running order now.
Okay.
You introduce it, brother. I'll play it.
Kenny Rogers singing Daytime Friends and Nighttime Lovers, but it probably won't be that. It'll be some other load of rubbish.
Absolutely right, you plum.
She's about to walk away. So if you're gonna make her wanna stay, tell her she's your morning sun. Tell her that she's always been the one.
news for beds, cards and bugs.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
In Penn on the A404, there's electricity works going on around Earl Howe Road, and that's not causing any delays at the moment. But having a look at the speed sensors into Aylesbury out of Aylesbury between Park Street and Tring Road and along Oakfield Road, that's looking a little slow at the moment on the speed sensors. Elsewhere, having a look in Harpenden on the speed sensors, and Station Road is looking quite slow from Lower Luton Road towards the High Street. And elsewhere in Luton on the A505 Dunstable Road, there is a lane closed there for works at Browning Road, so that's causing it to be a little bit slower than usual through there. On the trains, Southern are suspended between Milton Keynes Central and Clapham Junction, and that means that tickets are being accepted on London Midland services though. There's more online at bbc.co.uk/travel. Samantha Bruff, BBC Three Counties Radio.
Thank you very much. 8:47. It's Monday, the 22nd of December. I'm Iain Lee. These are your headlines on BBC Three Counties Radio. The NHS is set to press ahead with using DNA research in the fight against cancer and other diseases. And survivors of child abuse have welcomed signs from the Home Secretary that she plans to overhaul the government's inquiry into historical sexual abuse. If you want to give us a call, there's 12 minutes to do that. 08459 455 555. We'll take your calls after the weather with Georgina.
Beds, Hearts and Bucks weather.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
Good morning. A rather grey day today with some spots of drizzle around and pretty breezy as well, but incredibly mild with highs of 13 degrees Celsius, and a very warm night for the time of year to come as well, only dipping down to about 9 degrees. It's going to be cloudy, drizzly, breezy through the night, and again very similar for tomorrow. So a lot of cloud around, maybe the odd bright spell, but not even that for everyone, and more drizzle with highs of 12 degrees Celsius. We then got light rain overnight into Christmas Eve, and it's going to be pretty gusty in the morning as well, but it does start to clear up later on. And then a very different day for Christmas Day, so a frosty start for some of us, brighter, cooler and less breezy before we return to the wet, windy, mild weather again on Boxing Day. That's your latest forecast.
Across beds, hearts and bucks.
This is Iain Lee.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
How are you?
Where are you, Just? Whereabouts in the building are you?
The Serial Killer Profile Office. I'm back in here researching for next year, 2015.
OK, and any names you can throw at us yet?
No, it's top secret.
You haven't found any?
No, lots of serial killers out there. We're just looking at who we can pick the most interesting ones.
Can I just say, for everyone that's now instantly terrified, it doesn't mean there are lots of serial killers out there.
Although there probably are.
Well, no.
Statistically.
No, it's Christmas, guys. Come on, let's not scare the kids and the old people and the soft in the head. There are not loads of serial killers out there. There's no more than a handful.
That we know of.
Yeah.
He's talking about...
The really good ones we'll never find.
Historic. I never watched Dexter, right?
Right, yeah.
But it was celebrating a serial killer.
No, it wasn't.
Sorry. It was a serial killer.
Yeah, but he was going out, taking out serial killers. So
by serial killing them?
Yeah.
Well, that's not good.
That was his pattern, killing bad guys.
That's no good.
Can I just say that a few times last year, when my hair was slightly shorter and I had more of an orange glow, a couple of people did approach me thinking that I was actually Dexter.
I can see that.
Because you are ginger.
That and Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon, that's a great comp, and I tell you what, he can move just like me.
He can't now. He's an old fella, isn't he?
No, he can. No, he's still got that. He's still got that little tingle in his legs. He can still carry it off.
Okay, so that's something we can look forward to next year. And also, we've got a new feature starting next year: Catherine Boyle's Women of History. Is that happening? Are you going to do it?
Let me have a think about
it. Do it.
Oh, I'd love to hear that.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, fine.
I'll have a think.
Do it.
I will. I'll have a think.
Just say hello to Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Iain. Very good morning to you. How are you?
All right, Andy. You?
Oh, is that Justin?
Yeah. It's
Hello,
me.
Justin. I met you outside the newsagents a few days ago. I was the Luton supporter. You early in the morning.
Andy, now you're talking.
Andy, are you in the same room as your telephone?
No, I've got you on. I'm in my car actually.
Right, because it sounds. I think your phone's on the table at home, is it? Because we can't hear you, mate.
No, It's in the car, but sometimes it's a bit soft.
It is a bit. I'm a bit. We're all a bit soft listening to you, Andy. I can't hear you.
Oh, come on, you can hear me. I'm sure you can.
Huh?
What?
I've got a bit of a sore throat at the moment.
It's not the throat. It's the technology that's doing it. Can you hear him, Kath?
Who?
We've got a caller on the line.
Have we? Hello?
Hello.
Is there any way you can make yourself louder, Andrew?
I don't know.
I'm not joking. What's he laughing? It's like when I was trying I was trying to Dealey, get this, right?
Yeah, go on.
I was trying to tell... This is absolutely true. This is true, Andy. I was telling Catherine and Paul Scoynes at the Christmas party on Friday, I'm going deaf. I'm actually going deaf. I've got terrible tinnitus, particularly in my left ear, and I'm going deaf. And if I'm in a noisy environment, I can't hear people speaking, even if they're close to me, because the hubbub... What are you laughing for? This is what they were doing, Andy.
It's the word hubbub.
The hubbub drowns out the voice. It all ends up on the same frequency.
Yeah. No. I'm not going for that. I'll tell you why.
Sorry?
Because I said two things to you.
You're not going for that?
Across the table, I was having a bit of a laugh, mugging you off. Apparently, you didn't hear that. I gave you a compliment across the table. Oh, yeah, you heard that all right, didn't you?
I was reading your lips, Justin. I read lips.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. This is right. First thing we do next year, I want an ear tester to come in and test my ears live on the air. Okay.
Well, that will be great radio.
Huh?
Wow, all about you.
No, it is
all about you.
It is all about me. It is all about
Mate,
me.
I believe you.
Huh?
I believe you.
Thank you, Kelly.
Because sometimes if I don't have my glasses on, I can't hear the telly.
You see?
What are the listeners going to get from this?
They're going to get the proof that their producer and their man on the street don't believe that when their friend is disabled. And they'll get a real idea into your character. When I was cold, when I was naked, were you there? Were you there?
No,
I was
thank
cold,
goodness.
I was naked. Were you there?
Thank goodness I wasn't there. Because I would never get that image out of my head. Now, listen.
Yes.
It's because you're the boy who cried wolf. One of your favourite gags. If I say to you, I didn't hear that. I think I'm a little bit deaf. You would say, exactly.
No, but I am actually going... Andy!
Yes!
Take your phone off speakerphone.
Sort it out, Andy. Come on.
Andy, are you shrinking? And he disappeared.
Oh, no, I want to see what...
I can't hear it. What do you want to say, Andy?
I wanted to wish you all a very happy and reggae Christmas.
Hey! Here we go. Come on, Cass. Give me an eyeful. Come on, here we go.
We wish you a reggae Christmas. We wish you a reggae Christmas. We wish you a reggae Christmas and a reggae New Year.
Justin?
I've got something special for you, by the way.
Oh, yeah, go on.
On Saturday, somebody actually texted me with a genuine reggae Christmas song.
Oh, yeah.
Boris Gardner and the meaning of Christmas with a true reggae vibe to it. It was fantastic.
Can we have that tomorrow?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Do it.
Are you in tomorrow?
I don't know. The management haven't told me yet.
Oh, I hope you are.
Come in.
No, because I've got something for you.
Oh, yeah?
I got a little something for you.
Yeah, that's Tony
Dealey,
Fisher's
it's
game.
open door policy, so anyone's allowed in.
Yeah, you're allowed to come in.
Well, I'm not coming here for not getting paid.
Well, the
He's not going to come in for the bands.
Come on, dude.
This band is all paid for.
Oh, hang on a minute. We'll see you on Wednesday, won't we?
I'm in on Wednesday, yeah.
Some people are working.
Yeah, I'll be coming in with my organ on Wednesday.
Thank you, Justin. You call it working. By the way, the well-reminded stuff, we should have been mentioning this for the whole show tomorrow, open door.
Yeah.
You can just rock up, you pop in for 15, 20 minutes, no longer. We are not providing refreshments.
But we will accept them if they're sealed.
Yes. And bring the kids. If you've got kids, bring kids. Wouldn't it be nice to have some kids in the studio?
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
The second part of your package.
Yes.
You went to the streets asking that musical question.
Yes.
Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
Is it you that I'm looking for?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Christmas shopping, that's what's going on.
You've seen her.
You're pointing down there. Is that her?
No.
Is this the way to Amarillo?
What are you supposed to say to that? Love with someone. Yes.
Oh, tell us about it.
I'm not going to.
What's your name?
Patrick. I wouldn't know.
Would you go to bed with me?
Probably is.
I
Travel news for beds, cards and bugs.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
In Clapham on the A6 Paul Radcliffe Way, there's a lane closed there for roadworks at the junction for Clapham Road at the roundabout. That's causing it to be a little bit slow there looking at the speed sensors, but no major queues. Also in Roxton on the A1 Great North Road, that's a little slow on the approach to the Black Cat roundabout where the roadworks are, but having a look at the speed sensors on the approach from the A421, that's looking fine at the moment. Elsewhere, having a look at the trains, Southern are suspended between Milton Keynes and Clapham Junction. That's because of a staff shortage, but tickets are being accepted on London Midland services. Don't forget there's more online at bbc.co.uk/travel. Samantha Bruff, BBC Three Counties Radio.
Samantha, you in tomorrow?
Yes.
Lovely. Speak to you then. Thank you very much. Kelly, we've played lots of music today, some of it good, some of it excellent. If you lost track of the songs, where can people go, Kelly, to find what songs we done play?
bbc.co.uk/Three Counties, click your face.
Thanks very much. That's nice and self-explanatory. Kelly's been very busy putting all the songs up that we've played all day. Catherine, thank you for that.
I know, it's fun.
You back in tomorrow?
Yeah.
Should we do the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? If you want to turn up tomorrow between 6 and 9, well, you'd be more than welcome. Just don't touch me, OK? Tim's up next. Ta-ta.
Local and vocal across Beds, Herts and Bucks.
This is BBC Three Counties Radio.
Yes, thank you very much, Iain, Kath, Justin and Kelly for this morning. Morning all. Tim Wheeler standing in for Jonathan Vernon-Smith. I'm going to take this